Well, hello everyone. So, as per usual, I hope everyone is having an amazing day so far. Let me know if you can hear me, etc., etc. I'm just switching everything over because having to go from controller to keyboard to be able to set up the stream to now unplugging the mouse and keyboard so that I can actually, plug the controller in and we can get started with today's grind. Well, I say today's grind as if I haven't already been doing some. Rightio, right. I can now see. Hello, 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 hello. Audio's fine, thank you very much. Always have to check because knowing me, I'd start a stream be running around with everything muted. And that would be a great start to the stream. Right, so I have done a little bit of grinding so far this morning. And I've had a few diamonds already. I just actually shot a guaranteed diamond, just before I stopped to have food. Like, you can see in my latest harvest, 39.16, we did just shoot another dime. So, add that to the tally of, 5 million diamonds at this point. Today's the day. Well, I hope so, Kyla. Also, let's say hello to everyone in chat. So, hello, Kyla. Hello, Bilbo Swaggermuffin. I love that name. Hi, Graves. Hi, Teak. And hello, David! Hi, hi, hi! I hope everyone is having an amazing day. And maybe today will be the day. I hope. These wolves have been low-key bullying me. Oh, I hear howls. Ow. Yeah, I have had a ridiculous amount of diamonds. I have killed so many wolves. It's insane. Actually insane. Why are they travelling? They shouldn't be, but okay. And also there is a full pack here normally, so not quite sure what's going on. But, Did the 7... Actually, no, he didn't spook. Good. Oh, and also I am still on the bad controller. So if my shooting looks super rusty still, that's why. I have, tried to break this controller in as best as I can, because I can't get refunds for the other controllers, so yay. That's great. But, yeah, that might be why I'm taking more time with shops and stuff, if you notice that. You've been on Call of the Wild a lot recently, you've reset to level 1, Bilbo? Ooh, interesting. I hope you have a fun time leveling up. And Kyla, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the Minions. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it. That's so kind of you, Kyla. Thank you. Today is a fabled day. You believe that... Wait, I believe that if you could do it, it'll happen for she who is more famous. Maybe. I don't know. This grind has been insane. How many kills did my first one take? I wasn't even grinding. That's how few it took. It had to be sub 100 kills, and now I'm being punished for it. I would say we're on 60 to 70 diamonds easily, plus, the trolls in there as well. So that'll take that number of 9s up. And I mean, if you go to the community challenge at the minute, you can see just with the 308, which is my secondary gun for this grind, I've actually killed 856 wolves just with my 308. And as you can see, I'm mainly using the 300, so yeah. I have killed a lot. a lot of wolves. So, I'm really, really hoping that it does pop. Yesterday, on one run, I had 4 diamonds, including a max score. All on one run. So I was like, please, can this be time? But he still didn't. Still didn't show up. So. Hi, Sea Kayak, how you doing? It blows your mind how I'm so accurate on control. You can't control recoil like it. It's just because I think, I've, played on controller for so many years now. It's second nature for me. But like I said, this controller is not a controller I'm used to using. It's very different. And I've had to basically force myself to use it just to be able to do this grind, because I haven't been able to afford to get another controller, so... And the 2 that I did get, obviously, as I've talked about on streams, the two that I had, one worked for a month and then stopped working, and then one worked for exactly one session of play and stopped working. But the problem is, because they're two identical controllers, I don't know which one came from which person, so yeah, it's been a whole mess. Hey, Thrill of the Hunt, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. We are going to be in this for the long run today. I intend to go for basically until my voice gives out. So, we'll see how long I can keep going. And I apologise that I haven't been streaming so much in the past few days. I've not been, as per normal, I've been sick, which just feels like my life all the time. But, yeah, I've just not wanted to stream because I've been feeling really lousy. I've been falling asleep a lot playing this, like, trying to grind. And because it's dark, I've been catching myself falling asleep just with my controller in my hand, and that's mainly how I've slept the past few days. So, hopefully all these kills will pay off, and we will actually end up with a second wolf. Because I, like, fully intend to go for multiple wolves, but this grind is, like, just taking its sweet time. Like I said, it's punishment for the first one popping as quick as it did. You're doing good, nearly 2,200 kills into your fallow grind, but you got a super rare yesterday. Oh, that's so awesome. What fur did you get? Congratulations. About to say, the darkness doesn't help. Yeah, no, it's the same as when the Great One Bears came out. That was happening a lot. And I keep falling asleep. This is the most frustrating thing. I'm, like, feeling all sick and stuff, and then I fall asleep, controller in hand. And I always wake up, like, just as I've dreamt of there being a Great One Wolf, and it keeps being either the Hollow or the Vanguard. And then, like, I'm like, oh, is it real? And then I look at the screen and it's not, because I just dreamt it. And it's like, why would you do this to me? Almost 1,400 kills in, still no Wolf Great One. So it's not just me that's having a longer grind. Like, I've seen so many people, they're like, oh, the wolves are so easy. They're so easy, and they're like the easiest Great One to get and all that. And it's like, you gotta remember, like, the grinds that we've been seeing since last Tuesday, which I guess is now a week ago. They were all the shortest grinds, you know? Mine was obviously insanely short, and it wasn't even really a grind, the one I got in early access. I was just shooting some wolves and it showed up. And the same with, like, all the people that got it on, like, release day. It was all, like, really lucky for those people. But there's more and more people now I'm seeing that getting into several thousand kills, same as me, so it happens. You got yours after only 3 dimes, sub 200 for sure, and you got my favourite fur Graves, so I'm very jealous. Well, I think it's my favourite fur, I don't know. I keep going back and forth on what one is my actual, like, favourite, because, like, I don't know. I kind of have, like, a top 3, which would be Hollow, Razorwind, and then either Battlethorn or Scarborn, because they're both awesome. So, either one of those would be, like, in that top 3. I can't really pick between those two. But, yeah. If I got any of those, I'd be so happy, but Hollow just looks incredible with the eyes. And I do like the... See, I love the Dawnbreak, because it's, like, angelic, and then I love the... what's it called? Gravehide, because it's, like, skeletal. I just wish it had white eyes, like the Hollow. I think that would make it a top favourite. I don't know. They're also cool. I'm just really hoping for not another Frostbite, if we do get another one. Don't get you wrong, you've gotten better at hitting vitals and aiming in general, just can't do follow-up shots. Yeah, follow-up shots can be a pain, with controller in general. So, it's even harder, like, if it's a controller you're not used to or whatever. This zone is managed down, but very occasionally we get a bouncer into there. I had a mythical there a couple runs ago, but it's mainly all level 5s. We have, since the last stream I did, by the way, guys, we have another level 3 on the map. We have a couple more level 4s. Like, we've got some really small wolves that spawned. And what was funny is it all happened kind of in one go. Like, I had a level 3 spawn, and a level 4, like, all really close together in what were main zones. They weren't my favourite zones anyway, so I kind of just left them. But I was like, oh my god, is he here? Like, why am I getting all these really small spawns? And then there was nothing. And I was like, wow, okay. You got my hopes up for nothing. Feel your pain, your Great One Wolf took a 1,100 plus and some people have had 5 in like 800 kills. Yeah, for real. RNG do be crazy. Yeah, it literally is RNG. Like, I fully, like, with my first one, I know for a fact it was just insane luck. And I am, like, not taking that for granted. I said it in the video. I never take for granted, like, when you get a great one, because it's always, like, the, am I going to get another one kind of feeling? And I'm at that point now, especially. And I start getting, like, all self-doubting, like, well, is it going to happen? Is it actually going to happen? Because, you know, it's not guaranteed to happen. So, I always, that's why, for me, it's, like, such a special thing when one does show up. And I'll never take it for granted. So, that's why it's always such an exciting moment for me. Yes, I see you. I just want that mythical. Sometimes there's 2 to shoot in here, sometimes there's just 1. Oh, hi. I didn't see you back there, dude. So we do have a level 9 already on the stream. Now, I've noticed when they do that fleeing thing quite often, if they're not straight up running, I think it's actually a, like, it shouldn't say fleeing, it should actually say, like, alert or alarmed when they're doing that walking around thing, because I've noticed, like, it only takes you to spook 1 in the pack, and then the rest will say fleeing, even if they're not actually fleeing. So, we'll see what this guy is. He had a decent estimate, I think. But, yeah, well, if it continues like I've been having it, we'll have a stupid number of diamonds and nothing else. I had a couple of dark greys yesterday as well, and I've actually noticed that the dark greys are really super obvious if you can see them. Like, if they're actually stood out, like, say if one was stood there amongst a pack, I can pick it out really easy, so. RNG either hates you or loves you, like your follow grind, it hates you. You were almost 10k into a heavily herd managed grind. Yeah, sometimes it's like rolling the dice every time. It's like a form of gambling. How would I feel if they made another Alaskan map with the Alaskan brown bear getting a great one being the fabled Kodiak? I'd love that thrill of the hunt. I think that'd be great. Because grizzlies need a rework real bad. Yeah, you were wondering what that walk nonsense is? Yeah, it's clearly some kind of bug. Like, they shouldn't be saying fleeing when they're doing that because they're not fleeing. It's clearly an alert/alarmed state, because what I've noticed as well is if I then actually spook them fully, you'll notice the state, like, will go through, like, the actual, like, wording where it says fleeing will go through, like, a few different words, like alert, alarmed, or whatever, like, really, really quick, and then they'll actually run, so it's like there's, some kind of error there. Oh, look! A max score to start the stream off. Can this be an omen, please? Max score, max weight to start the stream off. Like, I've had quite a few max score, max weights now. But yeah, that's quite cool to start the stream off with a max score, max weight. Boyo. Literally only needs to be a tiny bit bigger and it would be a great one, so hopefully this can be an omen, please. Please, please, please. And you'll notice I'm not taxing diamonds unless they're max score or rare, basically, at this point, because I've got so many wolves for the lodge, so yeah, I'm just keeping max scores and rares. Hi! Oh, I don't know if I've read your name out before. Ongside? Ongside? I'm not sure if that's right. If that's wrong, please tell me. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Alaska 2.0, yeah. Alaska, like, they could add a lot more species in an Alaska map. Like, there's a lot of waterfowl and stuff that could be on a newer Alaska map as well. So, yeah, I'd be definitely down for a newer Alaska map with, again, just add new species. That's my only thing. I always say it. I don't care where in the world they go with new maps. Just make it have new species. That's all I care about, is new things to hunt. New rares, new diamonds, new trophies. They could make it anywhere in terms of location. I don't care if it's another America map, as long as, like, it's got a lot of decently new species. Like, I'd love to see Dall sheep and Arctic fox and all those kind of things. Arctic hares. So, yeah, there's plenty they could do. Polar bears, you know, remember with a ski when everyone thought polar bears were coming? I'd love to see them in the game, like they are in Classic, so, yeah. So, Onyxide. Just, like, without the white. Okay. I think I've got it. I'll try. I'll try to remember. No guarantees, because, like, I have the brain of a baked bean. Especially after grinding so much. Since, basically since my first wolf showed up. But since, like, release happened, I've really picked up the pace, and it's been crazy. Or just Johnny. Okay, I'll try to remember. Polar bears would be cool? Yeah, they really would be cool. And I would hope that they'd be super aggressive and big, and, like, knowing what their newer models are like for the species that have been added recently, I can just imagine how beautiful they would be. They should add stone sheep to Yukon and give polo and grizzly bears a hybrid fur, yeah, which is Pisley or Growler. That would be amazing to have. Really, really amazing. I would love more hybrids. Like, hybrids in general for different species. Like, we still need more hybrid ducks, because there's no hybrid wood ducks or pintail, which is crazy. So, I would very much like just more hybrids in general. Hi, Surprising! How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. You've made the conscious decision to start from level 1 again, so you've been grinding that a lot the last week. See, I was thinking about restarting when I was, like, halfway through my mule deer grinding process. And then, like, all this new content was coming out, and I just haven't, like, I was like, no, I need the money, I need my setups, I need to be able to grind these new things, and yeah, so I haven't done it. And plus, this is my 100% completion save, so, you know, I've got all the guns and stuff that you unlock via the missions, and all that jazz, so I kind of would like to keep this save as well. And, like, if they're gonna keep adding new stuff for me to hunt, then there's not really a like, need for me to go and reset. I was feeling like resetting because everything felt a little bit stale for a bit, but I don't need to now with all the new stuff that's happening. Like, them dropping a great one on us now is insane. I still can't believe that they did that. Alaska needs beavers and Silver Ridge needs wolves. I wouldn't mind that. Hybrid sandbar and red deer. I'd like to see hybrid seeker and red, because, you know, we see them actually fairly often in the UK and Scotland, so they're actually kind of a problem, so having them in game would be pretty sweet. This is actually where I shot the diamond just before I started stream. Hi, El Whippertail, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Just grinding wolves, as has been my life for the past goodness knows how long. We'll try and get that mythical in a second, because I feel like I'm going to shoot into the one that's in front of him. So I'll try and get him when he goes on the run. Damn. I was hoping that would hit. Oh, maybe it did, because he's putting, like... What's he doing? He's holding his head at a weird angle, so I must have hit him, but there we go. He's dead. Big fan of hunting stamps. They need to remodel Whitetail and Rancho to Coos and Blacktail on 8 into Columbia Blacktail. I'd really like that too. Just more subspecies. And I think the Desert Bighorn edition is definitely like a step towards that. So that actually has me quite excited. Just that tweak. I think there's more that could be being done in the future like that. Have I gotten any rares to go with your Great One? So, my Great One currently, the first one, is in a mount with my Acromella female and a melanistic female. But I've kind of got plans depending on what... Well, if I even ever get another Great One Wolf, because again, it's not guaranteed. If I get another Great One, depending on what fur it is, there may be, like, some shuffling around with it. And also, depending on, like, what furs, there may be a time where I, like, go... Remember I did on, like, a ski, like, with my mule deer, when they started acting funny, I just decided I was going to purge everything, including females, to try and get some females for the multi-mounts. I might end up doing that, but specifically with female wolves. That was really loud with those geese there. Yeah, to try and get some more rare females, because I feel like certain furs look good with certain Great Ones. I do wish that there was, like, a mount with multiple male wolves, though, because it's, like, I'd like to be able to put, if I did have more than one Great One, I'd like to put that, you know, them together, and I'd like to put my super rare and my Great One together, but I can't. So, yeah. They need more multi-mounts with, like, 2 male wolves and, like, a male moose, yeah. I hope that eventually we'll get some more multi-mounts like that. Some more ones to go on the extra... Like, what are they called? The massive platforms would be good. Would be good. Indeed. I was thinking, like, imagine if you could have, like, 2 Great One moose stood side by side, or, like, a herd of wildebeest, like, running in a line, and put that on the massive platform. Just stuff like that, like, groups of animals for those really huge platforms, because I feel like, yeah, the lion mount is, like, the one that most people put on that massive platform, I feel like, when I see people's lodges, is that male and 2 female lions and the Cape Buffalo. But, I mean, until they get a model rework, I just don't like that mount. And a lot of animals just don't fill that space as well at the minute, because, you know, you can only put one or, like, one of the smaller multi-mounts, and it's just like, yeah. So I get why people use it, because it makes, you know, good use of the space, but I just don't like them enough to have them on those big, like, focal platforms, so I don't know. I hope that we'll see some newer mounts for the big stuff soon. Can't you put the wolves multi-mount with the plains bison? Yeah, you can. But again, it's 1 male and 1 female wolf, and then the male bison. And again, I just feel like a Great One wolf gets kind of overshadowed in that. I want a mount that, you know, draws more attention to something. Like, if I had a Great One wolf in there, I want that Great One to be shown off a bit more than just, hey, look, there's a Great One in there with a massive bison. I don't know. If there was, like, 2 wolves that were males, you know, then it could be, like, more obvious, like, you've got the Great Ones in there. I don't know. It's just personal opinion. I don't feel like it would show it off enough for me, personally. Especially with, how much work I'm putting into this. They gotta be focal point animals for the lodge. 1 shooter here this time, okay. You. 1 male, 1 female, and the bison, yeah. You don't shoot enough female wolves to use the mounts. We could customize it and it could be 2 males, etc. Yeah, genuinely, I totally agree. Because I'd love to have my super rare with my Great One that I've got at the minute, because those are my best 2 trophies out of all of these kills. My best 2 kills are that super rare and the Great One. So I would really love to have them side by side, you know, but, like, a multi-mount of 2 wolves fighting would be so perfect. Like, imagine if you could have the Battlethorn and Scarborn together fighting in a fighting wolf multi-mount. Like, how cool would that be? Like, just 2 absolute scarred up giants having a fight would be incredible, I feel. Say most of your wolf trophies are male. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to be focusing on males because, you know, obviously they are the ones that could always make diamond in the past, and now they're the ones that can be great ones as well, and obviously then super rares and stuff. So we kind of need some more mounts where there's more male wolves being used, not just, you know, one in each one. So that would be really good if that's something they could do in the future. I was kind of hoping it would come with this update, so it's a shame, but yeah. You have 5 completed wolf mounts, with 3 bison and 2 alpha wolves. That's pretty awesome. Honestly, just let us put whatever gender in the multi-mount and don't have them be gender specific. Yeah, like, I get for certain mounts why they're gender specific. Like, if the models are slightly different sizes and there's an interaction thing. Like, thinking of the collision mount, like with the male blacktail and I think, is it a female puma? Or mountain lion, depending. It might be a male. I know one's one male and one female. I'm not sure. But, like, because it's gender specific and the models are slightly different sizes, I get it. Because they're interacting. But things like Alpha Wolf, none of those models are touching each other, so it shouldn't matter, would be my thought. 3 wolves standing on a tall rock, head pointed up, howling would be a good mount. Yes, definitely agree. Hello. I'm struggling with names today. Zoska Hunting? Hello, I'm sorry if I'm getting your name wrong, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day, and hopefully we'll get something decent on this stream. I mean, we started off with a max score diamond, so I'm pretty happy with that. But hopefully, as we just keep going through, eventually it'd be nice if something just a little bit bigger than that max score could spawn. Do you know, I wouldn't even be sad. Like, I don't care what it scores. If it scores 40 flat, because I think they can do the same thing as Black Bear and be, like, diamond score as the absolute minimum. So I really wouldn't mind getting one that was just 40. The score doesn't matter to me. I just want to get the first. Like, that's the thing. Hi Wayne, how you doing? Hi Dip, madam, it's 8:30. Might be 8:30 for you. For me, it's 12:31 p.m. So I've been up for a couple of hours, and I was like, do you know what? Maybe this thing's waiting for me to stream. So maybe I should just stream and just do it. So I decided I would while I was feeling like it, because it's been a little while, and streaming makes me nervous, so I kind of just have to do it when I'm, like, ready. So I did. Your name is not simple. I'm so sorry. I'm useless at pronouncing names, especially today. I seem to be struggling. Either that or it's the Rosie Elk with the puma. Yeah. It's, like, I know there's one that's a female and one that's a male for those mounts, and it's just, I can't remember which way round it is. Tomorrow or Thursday for the Halloween event. That'll be interesting. For Classic, that is. I can actually play Classic. It's just I've been... With my hand, it's been causing me a few problems, so I haven't played it. But I do have it set up, so I could do it. Like, if the Halloween event looks interesting, I might stream it. Although, that might be kind of difficult with how I've got my mic, but I could probably try and work something out. If not, I'll probably record at least videos on it. I'm really hoping these ones will show up. They're not wanting to show up this run. And for some reason this happens sometimes. Wolves just don't show up for a run. So, I think we'll go back and then go back to the start again. You're ready for it? Not sure you're going to like the map, but you're just going to send it. Do you know what map it is? Because I've heard speculation that it's Whiteheart. So... And, like, it doesn't sound like there's going to be Wendigos, so... I don't know, it depends. The werewolves are always fun, though. So... I generally like what they've been doing with giving the other animals on the map, like, special spooky skins. I love Halloween. Halloween is my favourite season. Spooky season. And Kyla's the same. I know that. Why hasn't Call of the Wild had a holiday event since the Runaki Church? And oh yeah, that was so fun and spooky. And the Row Devil on Hirschfelden. Apparently, it's something to do with the fact that it takes so long for the update to go through or something. I remember them saying before, like, because people have to update like their entire game or something. I don't know, but I really wish they would do more events because those were creepy and I loved them. They actually had me, especially the, like, because what happened was back then I was still on Xbox and I wasn't, like, really, like, in the community talking. And I just remember I booted up my Xbox and this creepy voice started talking and I was like, what on earth is happening? And then my screen went red and I was just so freaked out. So it was a really cool experience not knowing that that was coming and then finding it for myself. You will say TK hinted that there's a reason. I think it'll be a toggle kind of thing if you want to hunt Whiterun. Interesting. I didn't get to see the stream. I've just like seen what people have said in the Discord afterwards, and I heard talk of new weapons, new animals, maybe even a new map for Classic, which is pretty insane. Seems to be White Hart Island because what's that say? Hang on, it's scrolled. Because a skin got added by accident for Blacktail. Interesting. I wonder what that looked like. Do you have a pic of it, Dip? Because I'd be curious to see it. Like, the last few years, the Halloween event has been chaos for me. I've either not been able to take part, or it's, like, had issues and got delayed and stuff, so it's just, I haven't been able to do it, really, in the past couple of years. I know last year, my PC just did not want to work with Classic, and then, it was delayed until, like, what was it, February, something like that? But, like, every time I went on Whiterun, my PC just lagged to hell and back. You haven't got a great one yet, but in the first 200 kills, you got an Acro Mela, a regular Mela, and a super rare Mela Charcoal. Sean, that is incredible. Congratulations. What a set of kills. Like, that's amazing. Congrats. They're working on a whole new engine for Classic. Like, that's insane. I thought Classic was maybe coming to the end, I'm not gonna lie. When they put, like, a separate Discord and stuff up for it, I was like, oh, are they separating this because it's the end of Classic? And then hearing that there's gonna be a new engine and stuff is crazy. Oh man, I didn't want to alert him. Ugh, this controller. I know that was a bad shot, but he was gonna go in the water, and I'd rather actually kill him because it's a mythical. Okay, cool, Dip. You can send me a DM. No problem, Sean. That's genuinely incredible. I'd love another super rare. Like, considering the game doesn't seem to want to give me a second great one, the amount of diamonds I'm getting, it's just like, please? Another super rare would be cool. You know? If that's gonna be the way and I'm just gonna get 1,000,000 diamonds, another super rare would be cool. Especially an Acro Mela or a Charcoal Mela. Because, you know, they are awesome. I think they're probably my favourite rares. Although saying that, I do love the Egg White. And that was the one that I did get as a super rare. It looks so much better than it used to. Like, I used to feel that it almost looked plasticky with the old models. Because it was like that weird shade of white that was just, like, well, as you would expect, kind of an off-white being Egg White. It wasn't... I don't know how to describe it. It just looked like plastic to me. And because the fur had so much less texture. But now with the new models, it's got all of the, like, subtle colour undertones that really make it look like just a leucistic, like a white wolf. And I really, really like it. And the same goes, really, for the Charcoal Mela. I feel like that's, like, kind of the same deal. As opposed to how it used to be. And now you have, like, the two versions of it. So, being the normal Mela and the Charcoal Mela. So, it's pretty awesome how they've done that, I think. You were worried when they made their own Discord? Yeah, I really genuinely was like... separating it from the Hunter community was, like, I see why they did it, because I feel like as well there's always a lot of tension between Classic players and Call of the Wild players, because Classic players are like, oh, Call of the Wild sucks, or like vice versa. So I kind of get, like, if that was the thing that they were going for, but I was just like, oh, that's not good. Does that mean that Classic's now done for? And then they come out and they're like, oh no, new engine and new map possibly and all these things, and I was just completely surprised by it. You sent it on Discord? Okay, I'll shoot this wolf and then I will have a look-see on my phone. If I can, you know, actually line the shot up. I found that I have to let the reticle drift more naturally with this controller and then try and stabilise my shot from that, which can be annoying. Right, let's have a look. Dip. If that's a Halloween skin, I don't like it. That's Christmas. Like, that's Christmas. You got, like, the holly berries and, like, yeah, that's, like, holly markings on it. I do not like that if that's a Halloween skin. That would suck. Not gonna lie. That doesn't work as a Halloween skin. Man, I really hope that that's not for this. Like, a Christmas event, yeah, but that is not Halloween. That's Christmas. You said that too, Kyla? Yeah, it doesn't work for Halloween at all. Like, it's the wrong colours. It's the wrong vibe. Like, it looks like the kind of... almost like a Christmas ornament, like you'd buy from a store. That's what that looks like to me. Like a little Christmas ornament. That's what she looks like, that doe. So why would that be a Halloween skin? Like, that makes no sense. Did the person who killed it say if it had a name or anything? Like, in the harvest screen? Why would they make, like, that can't be a Halloween skin. You were hoping for her so bad? Well, based off of that, I wouldn't even guess that it's White Heart. Or any map with, like, that can't be part of it, surely. Surely. Like, all the other skins for Halloween in the past have made sense. They're Halloween themed. They're, like, creepy or whatever. That doesn't make sense as a Halloween skin at all. It just said common. Something funky. I don't know. That can't... I swear, if that's a Halloween skin, someone's got Halloween and Christmas mixed up. And that was a terrible shot. Was I using the 308? I was. Damn. We might have to come back for him. Unless he slows to a trot. And then I might be able to... No, he's gone. Saw some bison up there. Ugh, that was my fault. I was using the 308. That's one thing with this controller. I find it hard to select on the wheel. Whoopsie. That's why I always check when it's a level 9. Now, oh, there was a 7 in there. This pack has been getting some respawns. Not many. So, we'll try and get that 7. Def gave you Christmas vibes. Yeah, it's a Christmas skin. It has to be. Like, I don't see that as a Halloween skin. Which, I'm not saying, like, that definitely means that it's not going to be on, like, a map with Blacktail, but I do not see that being part of the Halloween event. Please, can I select the tent? Please. Thank you. Tell you why last night you had the urge to put your Christmas tree up? Like, who even are you? You love Halloween? I was gonna say, Kyla, letting the side down. Can't be doing that. It's not even been Halloween yet. We need to stick out for the spooky season. Spooky season's the best season. Are these actually his tracks? I don't think so. Over this way. Yeah, I didn't think so. The blood is this way. There we go. Good. Was trying to go to your Discord, but the link isn't working. It's just text. Oh, it keeps doing that. It's really annoying. I don't know if it's like when YouTube does an update, but I set it as like a permanent link, so it shouldn't stop working. I'll have to do it again. But it seems like every now and again people are just like, oh yeah, your Discord link has stopped working, and it's like, why? Because it was fine yesterday. I can only think it's when YouTube does updates that it balks links or something. So I'll have a look at that. It's not even Thanksgiving? No, it's not. It isn't. Well, we don't have Thanksgiving over here, but even I know it's not been Thanksgiving yet. So you'll be gone for a week during then, Kyla? Makes sense. It makes sense. Kyla, did you see the video that I sent you in our group chat of Deathground? It's pretty funny. Not what I was expecting from that game. I'm not wanting to play it. Can't lie, it looks terrible. It, like, for 5 years plus of development, that game looks absolutely terrible. Ah, they're here this time. A 6 and an 8. Yeah, you did see it? Yeah, it looks so bad. And, like, the raptors aren't even a threat, and that's the only dinos in the game are the raptors. Like, what are they doing? And, like, plus you play it once and that's it. It's not like it's replayable, really. Because it's just the same 3 missions. Like... And also, why would you have the last map be a testing map? Surely you put that as the first map, and of course you bought it, need to refund it. Yeah, I wouldn't bother with it. I am genuinely thinking, though, Kyla, about buying Ark. And, like, playing that with some, like, because I know with Ark you can use mods, and it's okay. Like, I've seen that plenty. Like, it's not against anything from what I've seen. I watch a lot of YouTubers that do different things, and I've been watching a couple people doing, like, 100 days in Ark, and I just think I might get it just to mess around with, really, and have some fun. Because I've got a site where I can get the key for the newer version for 10 quid, so that might be something I pick up at some point. Danny, thank you so much for becoming a channel member for a month again. Welcome to the Minions. I think, were you not one before? I thought you were one before. But either way, welcome to the Minions. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So you hear someone's trying to make the Alaskan wolves go the way of the dire wolves? I mean, I'm trying to make a dire wolf looking boy show up. That's what they always remind me of. Like, seeing those great big scruffy necks, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it looks like a dire wolf. Especially the Razorwind. Because the Razorwind is just thick. It's got the thickest neck of any of them, I swear. It's so fluffy, it's ridiculous. Like, that's why Razorwind's in my top 3, just because it looks massive. So, compared to any of the others, it's got to have the most fluff. It's a resub. I don't know why it's saying, or showing me that it's, like, your first month. But anyway, welcome back, I guess. I don't know. Thank you, I appreciate it. Like him thick. I just like the floof. It looks so floofy. And that makes it look like extra big. So like compared to a normal wolf it looks huge. So yeah. I think that's the fluffiest one. But then the hollow is so cool with the double blind eyes, and the Battlethorn and the Scarborn are both equally cool. So, and then like they're just like I do this every time I start like making a list, and I'm like I can't choose. Just want them all. But I don't think I'm gonna get a second one at this rate. like, just from the sheer amount of diamonds I keep having, it's like, are you gonna show up? Or am I just gonna be forever shooting dimes? I will say for someone who has played Ark Survival Ascended since release. Sorry, I was just making sure I was on the blood track. Since release, unless you got a really good computer, ASA is not very well optimized. Yeah, I have heard about that. I don't know, I'll have to look into it a little bit. If not, I'll probably just stick watching other people play. Hi, No Bad Days. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's going decent. We had a max score, max weight as the first diamond of the stream right at the start. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Just needless to say. I had a couple of diamonds before stream, and I am praying. Like, I basically have done nothing but grind for a week. And I'm at so many kills. And so many diamonds. And I'm just sat here like, is it ever gonna happen? So I thought if I hit the live button, maybe it's waiting for a live to show up. So, maybe. The dawn break reminds you of one of your dogs since her nose is pink from scraping it so much. Aww. I really think the dawn break looks like angelic. I really do. It's so pretty. Like, I feel like with the Great One Wolves, they did the full spectrum of ideas. Like, you've got the really torn up, like, scarred up males. Then you've got, like, the really just huge, fluffy looking wolf. And then you've got, like, the Dawnbreak, which is, like, kind of that angelic, almost, well, like, it is that truly fabled look. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like they really did get the whole scope of what that could mean for being a 10 fabled in. So I'm really, really pleased with what they did with the wolves. 185 to 210 white tile, you're not even excited about it. Don't believe it's going to make it, huh? If you've got anything less than a 3070, you'll struggle to run ASA. I have a 5070 Ti. I don't know how that compares, if I'm honest. I don't really know. I was just told it was good. So. One shooter here again? Mythical? Okay. I don't mind having just one in here to shoot because it's a bit of a cluster. This is actually 2 packs that clustered together. We are going to go and check a zone in a minute that hasn't had any respawns for a couple of rounds. And we will try and go back and get the 7 that I wounded. Wolves are by a mile, your new favourite Great One. It's literally perfect, yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, it just feels like they incorporated everything that could have been, like I said, in that spectrum of fables from one end to the other, just like pure majestic, fluffy, angelic vibes, all the way to beaten up, scarred, looks like it's had a fight with a grizzly and won vibes. Can you have some of my Great One luck? Kill 1,150 kills into Muley with 26-ish diamonds, but no Great One. Danny, I'm like 2,000 kills into this grind with probably 60 to 70 diamonds and nothing. So you probably don't want my Great One luck, because I'm currently doing a lot worse than that. But, of course, good luck. I hope you get it soon. But, yeah, this grind is, I keep saying it's like punishment because I got the first one so quick. Like, without even grinding for it, so. Now it feels like the, Call of the Wild Gods are making me pay for that. They had to let me know. But don't forget, the wolf is the easiest Great One. You know? They spawn super quick. What do? You need to get up, put the bar and cat is on your lap, you don't move. The cat has chosen you. You do not move. That's what happens. If a cat chooses you, you do not move. Right, hopefully this pack will be back with the 7 that we wounded. Generally, packs do come back. After a little bit. Yeah, see, they're here now. There's the 7. Can I have the gun, please? And if the dog would, like, not be in my way, that'd be amazing. Didn't mean to start walking forward there, but because it's the same fucking button, it did. But he's dead, so that's all that matters. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's a 7x7 dip, so yeah, it probably won't make it. It's unfortunate. I think my biggest 7x7 was like a 196 or something ridiculous. I remember when I saw it, I was like, that is the biggest frame I've ever seen, like, width-wise. Like, it looked bigger than my actual 200 by a mile. But, of course, my 200 was a tool rack, right? So it didn't have the width, it was just, like, all curled round. And I remember then I saw it was, like, a 7x7, I was like, oh, it can't be that big. And then I shot it, and I was like, damn, for a 7x7, that's massive. And Flinter was like, you better tax that, because that's, like, one of the biggest 7x7s I've ever seen. So, of course I did tax it. 5070 should be fine, but regardless of the graphics card, ASA is still very poorly optimized. Even people with 4090s are still struggling. Yeah, I don't know. I can always get it, test it, and if it doesn't work, I could refund it, so I'm sure I can fiddle around with it. But it's like, I barely have time to play other games anyway. I've got so many games in my Steam library. It's just because I've been watching people and enjoying watching it, so I'll probably just stick to watching people play it then if it's that bad. Just looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like something I'd get heavily addicted to because, you know, animals. So I did have a couple of big respawns in here before, but I think they have stopped respawning as anything decent. Like, you can see these are all small. Like, this is a pack I can come back to if I need to and pop off a couple of these bigger 5s, the 55 to 65 ones, but, like, I kind of don't need to right now, so we'll just leave them and see what happens. Where is the fabled forkhorn? It doesn't exist. Just like forkhorns don't exist. It's not a thing. It's forked antlers. They're not horns. The only thing you can say has got forked horns is a pronghorn. Mythical. Is it just the one here again? Okay. Just this boy. I keep hoping, like, I'm just gonna see the big fluff. There was another one in there. I don't know if that was one of the females that walked back there. You just want this 200 already? I know, Dip. I'm sorry. I know it's taking forever for you. It'll happen, I believe. It's just that thing. And the RNG trying to get it. Your friend has a £4,000 PC and she can't run max graphics? That's insane. Mel fears the fabled Mississippi Pied. I don't fear it. I fear this. This never-ending grind. You don't have shit to shoot. You think having those 2 great ones on your map legit tanked your respawns? Yeah, because you had 2 great ones on the map. That's why. I couldn't believe that yesterday. Kyla just pings me. She's like, Mel, you can have my great one luck. And I'm like, okay, why? And then shows me the first great one. And then I just get Mel ... I'm sorry, like 20 minutes later. And I was like, no way, Kyla. No way. And then she sends me the picture of the second one. I'm like, Kyla, why? Teasing me. I don't know, like, I'm really starting to think this grind is just going to go forever. I really am, and it's freaking me out. It's really freaking me out. It's just, like I said, there's no guarantee that these things spawn. I've had a few comments and stuff like, how are people getting these great ones to spawn really quick? And it's just, they're getting lucky. The people that are getting them to spawn quick are getting lucky. There's nothing else to it. Like, my first one was super lucky, and now I'm having an unluckier second grind. Lol, 3 kills is crazy. Yeah, it was. It was crazy. And in those kills, you shot a diamond. I know! Could be worse, could be your fallow luck, it could be my moose luck, which I hope it's not. Like, ugh, I don't want to do 8,000 kills. Like, I want to grind for multiple wolves. I don't want to be stuck at thousands of kills. Okay, 5. There's a 6 and a 5. Ugh. Well, off to work. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you, Danny. Have a good day at work. Have a good one. So it looks like we're just going to take the 6 from this zone. Because, yeah, the rest are 5s. Doesn't look like we've got many respawns here this time at all. Please, game, can we just spawn the wolf? Would be really nice. Over 9,000 kills, no super res, no super trolls, maybe 10 res total. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. That was like my moose, for real. That was basically my first moose. But, like, mine was about 8,000-ish. But I wasn't counting. I just knew I did, like, 2,000 on Medved, then 2,000 on another map, then 2,000 on New England, which was crazy that I even did that. And then I went back to Medved and just kept going until the thing actually showed up. And then I kind of gave up for a bit. Like when I went back to Medved, and then just one day I went back to it and it spawned after one run, and I was like, are you serious? But then it ended up being the rarest of the Great One Moose that you can get, so for it being my longest grind, I guess it was that, like, payoff, so I can't complain about that, but also 8,000 kills with no super rares, no nothing. Honestly tempted to go back to Call of the Wild Xbox just to grind wolves, playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Odyssey now, having a lot of fun, but the wolves are just so pretty and you really want one. They are, they're amazing. The wolves, I still think, in my opinion, are the best of the great ones that they've done. They just, like I was saying before, encapsulated everything they possibly could, like, from all angles of the whole Fabled idea. And I think that if this is, like, the new standard for great ones, that we're gonna see some insane ones in the future as well. After a certain point, you were only counting every time you had to buy another 100 bullets, yeah. I've had to keep buying quite a few bullets during this grind, that's for sure. I hate that animation. I really hate that animation where they, like, drag their face across the ground, because they'll do that straight into the water and then just stand in there, and it's like, why? It's like, I get it, it's cool, it's like the whole idea of them rubbing their face on the ground and stuff, but why do they have to do it all the frickin' time? Like, and then, like I say, they just walk straight into the water when they're doing it, and it's like, please, stop. You don't need to go for a swim. You think if the next great one isn't antlered, you're stuck on wolves for a while? I mean, I think I'm stuck on wolves for a while whether I like it or not. At this point, 192.87 by 7, you want to commit a crime? I'm sorry, Dip. That's rough. That is rough. Next great one's probably going to be the roe deer or the wild boar. Seeing as they're getting remodels, I at least assume that they're probably going to be on the next map. Same as red deer. Because all of those have been shown in, like, what were they? Like, the teaser trailers and stuff with having remodels. But they're not remodeled in this update. Which is really strange. Like, I've never seen them do that before. Like, show off a remodel like, way before an update. So, like, that actually brings them into the game. I was kind of surprised that they didn't get a remodel with this update, after seeing them remodeled with the feeders. Please select the tent, thank you. So, yeah, I can only assume they're gonna be on the new map, like, some point at the end of the year. Because we know that there's gonna be another map this year, and, you know, we're kind of running out of time, so it's got to be towards the end of the year that we'll be getting another map, which is kind of similar to past things. But, yeah, I can only think that that's what's going to be. Please get in the tripod. You think the Red Deer will probably get a Leucistic and Mosaic fur, and the Great One might get updated too? Mosaic seems to be a thing that they like right now, right? Because, like, the, Bighorn Sheep and the Moose got it? Like, the Desert Bighorn Sheep and the Moose with this update? Which we didn't know was... well, we knew... They said that there was going to be new furs for the Bighorn, but didn't tell us what. And it's, like... They did tell us eventually that the Moose got Mosaic and Acro. Couldn't get a shot at that. But yeah, the Bighorn was a surprise. I wasn't expecting them to get Mosaic. Swear they love Red Deer more than any other species on their game. Red Deer are awesome, and from those few fleeting glimpses, the models do look way better, so I won't complain about that. But the one out of the three that I'm most excited for is actually the Roe Deer. Like, the Roe Deer looks so much better. Honestly. Like, that one picture, their faces looked better. A lot better. Like, more realistic. Not so... I don't know. Fake. Like, I get that they're still not real, but do you know what I mean? They looked more realistic. There was something to it, so... I'll be very intrigued to see about that. And maybe they'll get new furs and stuff as well. Maybe that's the thing. Like, maybe they're just going through remodeling all these species and giving them new furs. So, who knows? But I'll be very intrigued, that's for sure. And to find out why those species specifically. It definitely makes me think that we're going to be seeing a map that includes those species on it. Because that's generally, as I've talked about before, like, the two reasons that things get a remodel are, like, Great Ones or a new map, so. Deer are just easier to grind than predators? Yeah. The Roe Deer needed love for a long time. That's very true. Hello, Donovan! Hi! How you doing? Antler species are just boring, in your opinion? You have shot your second Great One Grey Wolf, Dagobert? Congratulations! What fur did you get? I really hope we can get our second one here soon. Probably not going to be today. But who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe you'll all hear a Mel screech on stream for the first time. Which would be quite funny. It would probably kill my voice, that's for sure. Mythical. Okay, I need to kill him. Yeah, I swear if he does show up today, the squeal will be real. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, it just did. But, my goodness. I'm just so expecting it not to happen at this point, that I would just be... I'd be so... shocked. You're doing good, thanks. Very negative. With your luck, it shouldn't take long. You're the Great One Queen. I mean, we're about, I'd say, easily 2,000 kills in, and a whole load of diamonds. So, this one's taking a while, but hopefully not too much longer. We'll see. Debating nuking some female wolves on your medved to get some rares, Kyla? It's like I said to you yesterday, before your two showed up. We should go on each other's medveds and just nuke them. Like, together. Hashtag squeal will be real. Honestly, it will. Because it's just, like, this one has driven me to insanity. Because it's the amount of diamonds. I'm like, oh, come on. Surely, surely, surely. It's gonna happen. Like, having 4 diamonds on one run and one being a max score, you start thinking, like, right, it's gotta be just around the corner. And then nothing happens. So... I'm gonna shoot one of the bigger 5s from this zone again. You stacked diamonds, so both came very quickly, Dagobert. Nice. Very nice indeed. Be good if it, yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys were actually here when I say I'm gonna shoot one of the bigger ones, would be nice. We'll just take him. Because I did have, this was actually the zone that had my super rare in it. What happened here was I had a zone right here on this peak, and somehow hunting pressure here affected the zone that was here on this peak and deleted it. And then what they did is they moved over to here, so now there's 2 packs in one zone. BRB, you need to make breakfast sandwich? Kids make you feel like you're gonna pass out? Oh, Kyla, go and eat. Go eat. Hi, K-Flow, how you doing? How you doing? How is it going? I hope you're having a good day. If these guys stay here and there's a decent 5, I'll kill it. That's a smaller 5. You're gonna just walk straight into the water. Yeah. Their AI is a little bit balked still. I don't know what it is with the Predator AI, but it seems to get balked more than other animal AI, I swear. How's my health been? Rubbish. I've been fighting off another infection for the last week or so. Had some antibiotics and stuff for that. I still feel like I'm sort of like recovering from that a little bit. And I just can't get rid of whatever this is with my sinuses. Like, I'm so, like, all my sinuses just feel congested and my throat is like scratchy and stuff just all the time at the minute. And I don't know if it's just because I was talking to, I think it was Kyla yesterday, and I said basically since I got sepsis like a couple months ago, I feel like I haven't really had a break. And so whether it was just because my immune system took a really big hit, I don't know, but I just feel like I've been sick the whole time since that happened, basically. We should have enough time to see if there's anything at this zone. Hi, Elgolf, how are you doing? How are you doing? The grind's going okay. Lots of diamonds. Lots and lots of diamonds. And, you know, a few more diamonds. Many, 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 many kills. Many kills. But, we're still ploughing through. Oh, that was a 9. 37 to 39, level 9. That's the second 9 of the stream. Can I get up, please? Thank you. Is that him? That'll be him smoked, and try and get eyes on the 7. That one. And then we'll shoot him with the 300. I mean, if he... Wow. Okay, maybe not. I suck. We'll get him in a minute. Damn. You had a counselling thing, a memorial service for your co-worker yesterday. Been estranged several days. Oh, I'm sorry, K-Flow. That did sound really rough. I'm really sorry. Hope you're feeling okay. The only predator great one you're welcome is a great one lion. I said, like, imagine a great one lion, like, with double blind eyes, like the Hollow. It would be crazy. Like, have, like, a really scarred up old male lion. I think it would be so cool. I saw one that was, a female that actually in real life is 17 years old and is blind in both eyes. And, like, the rest of the pride has been providing for her. And it's just incredible. So I said how cool it would be if they, like, did something almost like that, but for a great one. Did I herd manage? Yeah. I'm really herd managed. Like, pretty extreme. Right, let's see. Yeah. Second diamond of the day. 39.22. A grey boy. So we've had a max score, and then this guy so far. And, you know, I'd say we're doing pretty good for how long we've been going. It's not quite as, diamond heavy as it has been, but considering, we're doing pretty good. Please, can I spot that other wolf? 5. 5. Oh god, are these all 5s now? Like, Wolfhead, I have to keep Wolfhead as main zones, personally. Because I want, the opportunity of having a great one up here in the Dead Forest, I think would be great. So, for now, we'll take at least one of those 5s. And then we'll see if the other pack shows up later here, because there should be 2 packs in that one zone. Again, they were here, and then they attacked at one point, and I just got over the hunting pressure limit, and then they all moved to being in that spot over there. Damn, I'll feel you with the sinus issues with the season change here in Namibia. Your sinuses are hating you at the moment. Oh, it's awful, right? I just don't know what's up with mine. Like I said, since I had that sepsis, my body has just been taking hit after hit after hit of infection, cold, sinus issues, just generally feeling really, really ill. So like I said, maybe I just need some time to recover. I mean, it was like quite serious what happened, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's like, you know, giving my immune system a bit of a hit. But I just hate it. I don't like being like saying I'm sick all the time. It just makes me feel really bad. I was saying it to Kyla yesterday. I was like, I just feel so bad all the time when I'm like, yeah, I'm sick again. It's like, I'm always sick, and I hate it. But such is life. Just keep powering through. The real life Scarface line, yeah, it would be so cool. Just a really, really beaten up old lion as a great one would be amazing. Especially because the scars on the wolves, the Great One wolves, are actually properly 3D. They're not just a fur texture. Like, they are 3D missing the fur level. And I was so impressed when I saw that. Like, you know, the Ashen Moose and stuff is cool. It's got the scars and everything. But it doesn't actually have fur missing. It's just like the fur itself is grey, and where it's scarred, it's just like a pink colour to represent the scars. So, actually seeing the wolf scars, and they're actually genuinely, like, missing chunks of fur and flesh, like, and you can see it in the model, is crazy. I thought that was such a cool detail, and it's, again, one of the reasons I'd love to get one of them for myself with all the scars, whether it's Scarborn or Battlethorn, just to be able to look at that and film that up close, that detail. Because that is my thing. That I love to do, is to film them up close. There we go, get that 7. And then what we'll do is, once we've picked this guy up, we'll go back here and check those 2 zones again. So, hopefully there might be something. You saw the lioness in the Addo Elephant Park, remarkable. Have you seen the wild white lions in Kruger? Yes, the young white lioness that has a badass scar on her face. Yeah, it's almost like missing part of her lip, right? And it shows her, like, canines permanently. She looks incredible. Like, imagine like that, like a white lion, one blind eye, part of the lip missing so you can always see, like, the canine teeth. Oh, it'd be so cool. Or like a white lion with a darker mane as well. They could do so many cool things. Because that's the thing, and people, like, I've seen it in my comments plenty. People are like, oh, this game is steering more towards, like, unrealistic animals and stuff. And it's like, well, it's only for the Great Ones, and the Great Ones are called 10 Fabled. You know, Fabled is in the name, like, the idea is that they're not meant to be ultra-realistic. Generally, there's at least a variation or 2 per Great One that is on the more realistic side. But, like, when they are 10 Fabled, it's not got to be realistic. Like, that's kind of in the name. If you want a realistic, like, super realistic looking one, go for a normal diamond. And that's why I feel like the diamonds still have value. And that's why it's good that they made the diamonds and the Great Ones so different, because they have their own separate place in the game. Can male and female wolves be swapped like the black bear? Honestly, I've heard that they can, but I don't know, because I haven't tried it personally. I have not tried it to see. So, based off of what I've heard, like I said, yeah, but I wouldn't take that as, take it with a pinch of salt, because like I said, I haven't tried it myself. Is this just the same ones? Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. Oh no, it is, but look at that. We have a mythical here now. Interesting. The other pack's just not showing up this run, I guess, but we'll kill that mythical, because he's here. But that's where we just shot the 5 from. So that's interesting. Obviously, because we shot other wolves, it doesn't mean that this is the respawn of the 5. Could be just a respawn from somewhere else, but it's interesting that it's here. If it could respawn as a 10 now, I'd be really appreciative. Hi, Jumbra, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. And hi, Jape, how are you? And I hope you're having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good day. You don't know if you mentioned this in Discord, but there's a big problem with anthrax in Kruger. Goodness. That's, not good. You're back, Kyla. Welcome back. You went downstairs and saw hella smoke outside? Oh, goodness. Hope everything's okay. Yeah, Kruger. I'd love to go to Kruger one day. A scar-faced lion / predator on this game would look amazing, yeah. I mean, just based off of what they've done with the wolves, it's amazing. Like, thinking about, like, all the potential that they could do for future things with the scars. It shows the progression, right? Like I said, from, like, scars that are just a different colour fur to scars that are now 3D. So, what do I do with higher level solos? I just don't shoot solos. I've left every single solo on my map. Like, I've just not touched them. I don't bother with them at all. Like, if there was like an 8 or a 9, I'd just shoot it and leave it on the ground. But, all the solos on my map I've just left. Because it feels like wolves, you don't even have to go super intense with the, herd management side of it, and you'll still get a ton of high levels. So I just haven't bothered, because there's, you know, a lot of places where the solos can bounce around too, so I just haven't bothered with them. And thankfully I didn't have any big solos, like no max weight estimate ones, so that was good. There's a solo 7 at this lake here, but it's a lower weight 7, so just don't bother with it. Where you see it as if you see 10 Fabled, it's almost like a hybrid, so it's sort of meant to be realistic. Yeah, it's the whole idea, it's fabled, right? It's the kind of thing that somebody saw once and someone's told stories about it, and literally the stuff of fables, that's the whole idea. Fables and stories. And I feel like, you know, big scarred up predators are often featured in such stories. Okay, just the 6 here this time. Interesting. Hoping one of your neighbours is burning something. Yeah, hopefully it's not like a bad fire. Hopefully it's all controlled. I think that 6 is right in front of that 5. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a shot at it, but I'm pretty sure that's it in there. Unless it's this one. Yeah, it's gotta be that one right there. I mean, I could try. I'd rather have the outline for it at least. I can't tell how far... Okay. I think I got him. Yeah. We hit him. It's not a great hit, but it's the 300, so it'll die, which is about as important as it is. Stupid question. Has anyone tried to see if the wolf glitch still works? And if so, is that the new meta for a great one? No idea what the wolf glitch is, to be honest, so I can't tell you. All your camo was outside, so you're annoyed. It now smells like smoke. That is unfortunate, Kyla. I'm sorry. Does that mean I'll have to put it in like a scentless wash again? Really need to get Call of the Wild. You've only played Classic and Way of the Hunter. Yeah, Call of the Wild, I personally would say is the best hunting game out there. Classic's the most realistic. Way of the Hunter has its qualities, but there hasn't been any proper content updates in a while. Like, it's been year and a half since the last map. They've added a couple new species, but nothing major, and a couple of rares, but nothing major. And they've just added a new weapons pack again, which I haven't even looked at, if I'm honest. Because they keep... The problem is, they're doing the thing where they keep adding guns, but, like, half of the species... Well, in fact, more than half. Most of the species in the game don't even have rares yet. There's hardly any trophy variation. And they're not adding, like, new maps or new species or anything to go and hunt. So, it's like, we don't need new guns all the time if you're not going to give us things to go and hunt for. You're hunting tonight, not hunting tonight, Kylie, so you've got time to do that. That's good, at least. Hi, Taxi Gothy. Hi. I hope you're having a good day. It's going pretty well. We've had 2 diamonds so far on the stream. The first one was a max weight, max score. It's not quite as crazy as it has been at the minute. But, you know, this seems to be the thing when I start streaming, is I seem to get less diamonds. I swear it just, like, as soon as I hit live, it's like, actually, that's just, like, spawn way less than you've been having. But, like, yesterday I had 4 diamonds on one run, including a max score in there. So, I'm just hoping that this thing will eventually show up if we keep persevering. Right, you don't care about the brands, want a new map with a ton of new species? Yeah, exactly. We need a lot of new things to go and hunt. It's okay if you keep adding guns, but we need things to go and hunt, like, hunt with those guns and stuff. Like, it's like when they added the night vision. Like, I did play around with the night vision, and I might just upload the clips as shorts, to be honest, because I just don't have the want to go back and finish recording the video. But I got a couple of trophy animals at night with the night vision, and it's like, yeah, okay, I can hunt things at night that I could hunt during the day. Like, they didn't add any reason for me to use the night hunting gear, so the whole pack was basically useless. Like, there's no need for you to hunt them at night. If you wanted to hunt kudu, go and hunt them in the day. It's not like they're only active at night. They should have added a species that is active at night, but they didn't. So if you want to hunt something with the night vision, you have to go out of your way to go and do it, which is really backwards. Like, the night vision in Call of the Wild is useful, right? Because, like, okay, I want to hunt wolves. When are the wolves most active? At night. So I put the night vision gear on. In Way of the Hunter, I just go to the daytime location. Like, there's no reason not to. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. It didn't make any sense. And yeah, just adding brand after brand is not, in my opinion, a good look. It's okay if they add content with it, but just adding brands doesn't do anything. You agree about the guns, it doesn't get your attention as much. And now I'm just on a little dry streak. You had quite a few dry streaks followed by multiple times. Yeah, I've had that a lot so far. But every time it's just like, never having the great one show up, and it's like, please, 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 please. Just finished a big mission in AC, and it gave me 200 Helix credits, the current currency you buy it with money. When you went to the store to buy something, you didn't get it. It sounds like Assassin's Creed games, unfortunately. I have a bit of a... I don't really like Ubisoft games. Like, I'm considering maybe getting the next AC if they actually, like, do the one that I've seen teased, which is like a witchcraft type one. But I don't know. I don't really like Ubisoft. How many kills in am I? I have no idea. I don't count, but I know it's got to be around 2,000. Like, okay, just with the 308, which is my backup gun, we're on 861 kills. And that's with the backup gun. I'm mainly using the 300, so... Like, it's an insane amount. It's got to be near 2k. And I would say, I don't know, 60, 70, maybe more dimes. I just keep shooting them, basically, at this point. I don't like counting, because it just makes me even more, like, self-doubty when I'm seeing people get, like, really quick grinds all the time. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But because I'm having so many diamonds pop, I don't think there's anything I'm doing wrong. I think I'm just getting bad RNG and not getting the roll for the Great One, which is unfortunate, basically. Imagine Classic with Way of the Hunter graphics, it would be crazy. Like, we don't know what they're going to do with the new engine. Classic could get a massive graphics upgrade, depending. So, I'm very keen to see that, you know. Whatever they decide to do. But I do imagine that the graphics will be significantly improved with the new engine. I did see yesterday, talking about long wolf grinds, someone posted like a 1,500 odd kill wolf grind as their first. They got the Vanguard. And I was just like, maybe there's still hope. Maybe all is not lost. Because, yeah, just gotta keep hoping that it shows up. Oof, and yeah, I think your counting was what was discouraging for me when you saw the fast grinds. Wolf grind seems very much all over the place. Exactly. And it's very frustrating to me when I see people say, it's the easiest grind. They're the quickest Great One to get. And it's like, yeah, if you're lucky, maybe. But if you're unlucky, you could be, you know, several thousand kills in and you're seeing people getting them in a couple hundred, and then people are going to be like, why am I not getting it? I actually had that question literally on my short of my Great One, my first Great One, earlier today. Saying that they've killed like 2,000 wolves, they're hunting them in their drink time, they haven't got the Great One, but they're seeing people get them in a couple hundred kills, so what's up? And I'm like, it's just luck. Just comes down to luck. Clearly at the minute I'm not having the best of luck with them, and clearly, you know, that person wasn't having the crazy luck that some people are. But Mel, second grind is always the fastest. I hate that. People saying that second grinds are faster and you get, like, you get some kind of, I don't know, increased chance of getting a second one really fast is just, it's not true. None of it's true. It's all wives' tales. Wait, what new engine for Classic? Am I living under a rock? Are they going to open it to console? As far as I know, they're not taking it to console, but they made their own Discord for Classic. Apparently Classic's getting a new engine, possibly a new map, new weapons, lots of new things, new species. When it's happening, I'm not sure, but there's a lot of new stuff supposed to be coming. So, I'm very excited to see that. Yeah, it's really off-putting seeing people get it so fast. Yeah, it can be. To be honest, that's why I had to stop watching them. Because how often they say Fallow's easy and you're still 8,200 in. Saying it's easy can really discourage those who struggle. Yes, yeah. You can, like, whenever we talk about what the easiest grinds are, like, it's, like, the easiest to set up. But, like, you've still got to get lucky to have one of the shorter grinds out there, like. Just because Fallow are generally the easiest to set up, I mean, my first one took like 5,000 kills. I think it was 5,200 or something. Something like that. So, or 4,800, I can't remember, it was a lot. And it's just like, yeah, they can be, but they can also be, you know, they take a while. Remember your 6.2k kill tar grind. By the time you finally got yours, I already had 6 of them. RNG is tough sometimes. Yeah, like me with my moose. By the time I got my first one, most of the community had multiple, like, people that were grinding. And that's why I was just like, I don't know whether I'm going to keep doing it. Hi, Teak, welcome back. Your husband ordered food and now you're fat and happy. Brilliant. We love it when food brings happiness. Woohoo, thanks, Mel. You're gonna go check on Discord? Yeah, do it. They've been, they did a stream the other day over on Twitch, I think it was on TK's channel, talking about all the stuff that is planned. So, yeah, there's a lot to come for Classic, it seems, as well as a Halloween event tomorrow, I believe. Sorry, my throat is so scratchy, it's unreal. I keep sipping, like, on my drink, like, hoping it will settle. I feel like I need to swallow, like, some honey or something. Medium, medium, medium. Medium, 4s. 4. 8. That might be from the 5 that we shot before. I should probably use the tripod. Yeah, keep in mind that Classic has a new Discord as well. Could you link that in chat, Kyla, for Donovan, if you have it, please? Or any of the mods? Just to stick a link for the new Classic Discord. In case they need to go and have a look in there. If it's not too much trouble. If not, I can do it, I'm sure. Must have misunderstood him then. Wait, you must have misunderstood him then. You're bad. I guess that's where context is important. I'm not sure. I think I missed a comment. But yeah, people that say this grind is easy, like, I've seen it 100 times already with Wolves. Oh, this is the easiest Great One grind. This is the easiest Great One grind. Like, why? Stop saying it. Stop. It's not true. It's not true. Like, there's grinds that can be easy to set up, but just saying it's the easiest grind is not right. Like, people for a while were like, oh, Mule Deer are the easiest grind, and I was like, so struggling to get a second one. First one was okay, still not the quickest, but the second one took a while, and then the third and fourth took forever, kind of felt like this, where I was just getting endless diamonds and nothing else. And it's just like, a grind can be easy to do, like wolves are easy to shoot, and they're fairly easy to set up, but it does not mean that they're easy to get a Great One for, and I feel like people saying that it's easy is really wrong, honestly. And I would say that for any of the species that I've done grinds for, even the ones that I have the most of, like moose and stuff. I'm not gonna go out and say it's like easy, because it's not. Once you've got things set up, it becomes easier or whatever. But yeah, what grind is the easiest in my opinion? The easiest to set up, I would say, would be either Mule Deer, Fallow Deer, or Wolf. But again, as we're just saying, easy to set up does not guarantee an easy or fast Great One. So, if you're looking to try a Great One grind for the first time, those are probably one of the species I would choose, just because they are easier to set up on. But, like I said, you could end up several thousand kills into a grind with nothing. At the end of the day, you're gambling with RNG, you're hoping that you get a lucky spawn, and sometimes you'll hit those numbers. You might hit them several times in a row, and get like 5 Great One Wolves really quickly, and then not be able to get a 6th, or whatever. It's like, there's all the things. Alright, take care, no bad days, have a good one. Your Mule Deer was around 2,880 for the first, and around 1,900 for the second. Yes, easy to set up, but still long. Exactly. People throwing around, this is the easiest grind, or how to get your Great One easy, is the other thing. I don't like that. It's like, if they were easy to get, there wouldn't be people that are so many thousands of kills in, and like even with herd management and stuff, and not getting them. Because I'm still on the side of that herd management does help to get them quicker, from my own personal experience. But as I've always said, there's still clearly an RNG factor into it, because, like, you can have a herd managed grind, and it can still take a while. Generally, it's not as long, and you will notice that, like, if I could take all the, like, grinds in the community and plot them on a graph, you would probably notice, like, it's like a trend line, right? Of the people doing herd management having the shorter grinds in general, and people not having longer grinds in general. Now, of course, there would be some crossover in the middle between the two. There would be outliers, and that will happen because it is an RNG factor. Like, it's not like you can just, it's not like there's a trick to make them spawn, per se. It's not like, if you do this, this, and this, then a great one will spawn, kind of deal. It's, you can do this, this, and this, and it could help your chances, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you still will get one quickly. So overall, it probably does help, but it doesn't mean that it's always going to help every single time, for every single person, right? That's what outliers are. And I feel like that's the thing that gets lost in translation, is people just look at things as black and white, as either, oh, it does, and every single grind will be shorter because of it, or it doesn't, and nobody's grind will be shorter because of it. But in reality, because there's an RNG factor, there will be some middle ground there as well, which, yeah, then complicates the whole discussion and it turns into a whole thing. One of the most annoying things about where the hunter left out is putting the bullet impact point / wound on the animals. I feel like a lot of hunting games don't actually show a wound on animals, and it's probably to try and keep the age ratings lower for certain things, like, because of, I guess it'd be depictions of gore, so I guess that's why. But I also would kind of prefer it in a hunting game, but, you know, it's just one of those things. It's not too impactful. Wolves are still new, there's not enough time for the longer grinds to be posted. Exactly. You were pretty much herd managed, it still took a while. Yeah, I'm fully herd managed, and, I mean, I'm in the same boat. And that's what I kept saying, is on release day, people coming in, whether it's to my comments, or, you know, the different discords and stuff, and they're like, oh, Wolves are the easiest great one. Because people are getting them in, like, 50 kills, or 20 kills, or 10 kills, and it's like, no, that's not how it works. This happens every time a new great one comes out, because the day the new great one comes out, what are people going to do? Go and hunt the new great one. Especially with wolves, because they were so popular, like, most people I saw were out hunting the wolves. And they had the new rares as well, so, like, people were just all over hunting the wolves. So, you know, all of those quicker grinds were being posted, but now we're, like, a week into it, people are starting to post the grinds that are like a couple thousand kills long, and it's like, this is how it goes every time. So it's very interesting. Don't think that hit him. I was going to take him just because he's a bigger 5. There we go. Guess I... Oh, okay, that was talking about a sports thing. You got on Moose and 8 kills once, would never count on that luck ever again. Yeah, it is. Like, I would never count on the luck I got with my first wolf ever again. Like, just happened. Just happened. It's one of those things, and like I say, it happens every time a new great one comes out. I think the only great one that came out that we didn't see immediately, like a load of them being shot, was Tar. And that, I personally believe, was only because of a couple of factors. You know, they didn't have the drink time, and I felt like a lot of people weren't as excited by the tar. But, like, if you look at the hype build up, and, like, you can see it through the community when a great one's coming out that people really, really want. Like, the Wolves was just insane. Everyone was immediately, like, making tier lists of their favourite furs, and talking about grind strategies, and a lot of people had grinds set up from, hunting for the new furs and stuff. So, oh. Well, that's the thing. We just shot this guy with the 300. That's an Acromel. I didn't even see that! Oh my god, because it was in the shadow of this tree, like, I couldn't see the markings, but we just got an Acro! Oh, it would have been a gold. Well, it doesn't matter, it's still gorgeous. I don't mind. That's still awesome. Oh, he's so beautiful. Like, yeah, would have just barely been a gold. Like, 0.5 over. But, I mean, that's awesome. I'm not too sad because it's a level 6. If it was like a level 8 or obviously a level 9, then I'd be sad, but I'm not sad. That's awesome. So we've had a max score, a diamond, like a normal, like, mid-sized diamond, and an Acromella this stream. That's really cool. So now I've got a male and female Acromella. That's so cool. But yeah, I just straight up couldn't see that was Acromella in the shadows at that angle. Like, because he was, like, stood on the downhill slope, so with the trees, like, I just couldn't see it. But that's cool. That's really cool. I'm quite stoked about that, to be honest. That's why you only grind with ethical weapons, because at night the light lies. I mean, like I said, if it was something bigger, I'd have been more careful, but I'm really not fussed with it being a level 6. Like, chances are, at that angle, the amount of shots I've messed up at that like, slope because of that angle, I mean, I'm just happy that we got that. That's not to me, that's not a bad thing at all. Like, it's gonna look exactly the same in the lodge. It's a predator, they all do, apart from, you know, the rare fur and the great ones. So, I'm pretty stoked with that, I won't lie. So, that's awesome. You still don't have an Acro at this point. Major congrats, you did end up lasting a red brown with the 300. Yeah, I've shot a couple of rares with the 300. It does happen at times. That's why I tend to be just more careful with, like, 8s and obviously 9s. But level 6s and level 5s, like, if it's a rare and it gets messed up, I'm not too fussed about it. If it had been an 8 or a 9, like I said, then I would be, but I'm just happy to have a male Acromella that I could maybe use in a mount for something, so that was cool. Hope you can get maybe 1 or 2 rares on the wolf grind. Would be nice for you, K-Flow, I hope so. No joke, that's sweet though. Yeah, it's a really nice bonus to get. That makes me really happy. Oh, and a level 9. Okay then. Back to back. Acro and level 9. See, if that was the Acro, then I'd be real careful, like. But a level 6, like, I mean, they can even end up being silver, so. Sorry about that, my throat. It's killing me. But that'll be, pretty nice. So there'll be a diamond, an Acromella, and another diamond in the codex. Getting a super rare wolf is truly an achievement. I feel wolf rares are much harder to come by than other species. I do agree. I do agree. When I got my super troll egg white, I was quite sad. I kind of just tried to, like, not dismiss it, but just kind of get over it, because I did get the great one so fast, the first one. So I was like, okay, I can't complain. But then when I saw the second level 9 egg white, I was excited. Like, but I didn't want to like jinx it, so that's why I was like not gonna get too excited until I pick it up. Okay, this guy was a troll. That's okay. Quite a close one, but it does not matter. Right, now we can reset again. Oh, look, a level 9 Mel just casually pointing it out. I get as worked up for 9s as I do for 10s. That's the thing though, like, I've had so many 9s on this grind, like, it's ridiculous. Getting 9s, like I said, I had 4 9s in one run. K-Flow, in yesterday. Actually, I had, was it 2 sets of 4s in one run? Something, yeah, 2 sets of 4s, I think. Which was, like, insane. You just found a random level 9 solo in a spot you never go to, Kyla? Interesting. I'm just happy about that Acromella. That was really cool. At least we're getting some good things on stream, because I feel like otherwise it's like, I don't know, I don't want it to be boring to watch the stream. So at least if we get some cool things, it's like, hopefully not boring. 7. Did I shoot one of the 5s? I thought I shot one of the 5s here as well. Did it respawn as a 5 in here? 5, 5, 5, and a 7. Okay, I guess we'll just shoot the 7 then. It's like all of us rooting for one of us to get it, keeps the motivation up. Yeah, it's that, camaraderie. It's like I've said it before, like a lot with the Hunter Classic, it's that camaraderie aspect is definitely a big thing, and it definitely really helps, like, with the encouragement of trying to go and get trophies, you know? It just makes it feel good when you know that you've got all that going on. Because it's like, you know you've got people cheering for you, so that's an encouragement for you to keep going, and they know that they've got people cheering for them. You love that about the positive side of the community, love the ones who uplift the others. It's refreshing coming from toxic PvP games. Yeah, exactly. Instead of calling people trash every 5 minutes, it's like, congrats, you got the thing. So, that's what I like. There's some people that are still toxic, which is crazy to say, but yeah, the camaraderie aspect is such a nice aspect of games like this. And it's what I look for in gaming. I gotta be honest, even in PvP games, I do not understand the toxicity. I would rather congratulate someone on doing better and then aspire to do better myself than... Oh, wow, okay. Plane is going very low over the house. Yeah, I'd rather congratulate someone on doing well and then aspire to do better next time than be toxic. You know what I mean? In, like, any aspect. So, I just don't get toxicity. It's not fun. And at the end of the day, you should be doing things on games that you enjoy. So, did this thing float? It did, didn't it? Hang on. Yeah, it's over by the tripod. Ran all the way over here for nothing. You and your buddy are grinding all together on Medved. Feels much more fun than grind. Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing's great. It's interesting. You look in a lot of Twitch streams, and there's been a few streamers that are so jealous when someone gets one. Like, I will be jokingly jealous, but I'm happy for people seeing them get trophies. Like, I genuinely look forward to, like, release days of new maps and new content, like the Wolves, to see what people get. Because it's fun! Like, it's fun. It's supposed to be fun and enjoyable. Hello, Andrew. I am having a bit of decent luck. We've had a couple of dimes, a max score dime, and an Acromella on the stream so far. No second great one yet, but, you know, we're ploughing through. I hope you're having a good day, Andrew. toxic people in every game, unfortunately. Try hard to avoid it, yeah. Jealousy so draining, you've been that way in the past, it just gets you... Yeah, it just gets you down, basically. Too old for that anymore. Yeah, it doesn't help anything. It doesn't encourage good things to happen. So, being positive is always... Like, especially with stuff like this, just being happy for other people. And then, you know, you're all happy for each other, and I just feel like that's the better way to be. You don't need to be jealous that someone else got something before you, kind of deal. That was a really bad shot. Man. Oh man, I did get him. I must have got him in the spine. Spine, I would imagine. Agree, Mel. We learn from each other. Yeah, exactly. And you can give, like I said, you can give each other help, advice. If you're not a toxic person, you know, generally you'll have more of a support system. And you've got, you know, people that will help you out and give you advice. Like, I'm always happy to try and help people out, as long as they're not being, like, mean. Like, that's, like, the only requirement. So, you're having a great day. Let's get a great one today, either you or me. Well, good luck to you. And, yeah, I would definitely love to get one, if I could. If it happens on stream, that'll be fun. You're loving seeing everyone having fun. EW did so well with this update. Yeah, they definitely did. They definitely did. I was so excited, like, in the lead up to it, like, during early access. I was buzzing. I couldn't wait for this update to drop. I really couldn't. It was such a big deal. Where was the zone that wasn't at the water? Right here, Kyla. Right there. I hope you saw that. You have a feeling gonna get a great one on this stream? Would be so cool. Would be so cool. Really hope so. Do I have one yet? Yeah, I actually got the world's first Great One Wolf during early access. But since then, we're like a couple thousand kills in with no Great One, just a boatload of diamonds. We did get a super rare, a diamond egg white, and we've had a few other rares, including just now an Acromella, which was really cool. But yeah, no second Great One yet. Similar to your tripod spot. On that note, what do you think the next map will be? Somewhere in Europe. Or yeah, it's got to be European, I'd imagine, because of the remodel for boar, roe deer, and red deer. Like, I've got to imagine that they're on a new map. Because there's literally normally only two reasons that species get a remodel. Like, getting a great one, or being on a new map that, you know, they haven't been on before. So, unless, like, maybe Great One boar or Great One roe deer, but red deer already have a Great One and they're getting remodeled. Like, you know, I think that they're going to be on the new map, so that makes me think somewhere European, where they would be. Hi, Michael, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Thank you, doggo. Right, and I need to change time again. I hate this where it won't select the tent, please. Thank you. Wait, what? There's a hidden zone? Yeah, apparently I have wolves there. 2 solos that drink grass. It's not even at water. It's ridiculous. But thankfully it's just 2 solos. Nice you don't have one yet. Just 1 diamond. You don't have a great one anything yet, but took a break from grinding and kind of casual hunting today. Oh, nice. Nice to take a break. I hope you have some fun doing that. And I hope you get your great one soon. Hyped to see this map. Doubt they'll do a 3rd great one this year, though. But if they do, that could be interesting. It would be, because it's, like, all been changing in the last couple of years with how they've done different things. So, like, we've never had a great one, like, added like this. And then, you know, obviously last year we had, like, a mini-map. So, I don't know. Lots of interesting things. So who knows, honestly. The only thing that we know is we're getting another map at the end of the year, basically. Lion Great One would be dope. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. And about some of the ideas that could be. Perhaps we'll be getting an Alps map. Oh my god, that would be so good. Give me Alpine Ibex, like in Classic, because they are the coolest thing. They're one of my favourite species in Classic, even though I've never shot, like, one that's worthy of going in my trophy lodge on Classic. They are really, really awesome. And I'd love to see them in Call of War Wild. And maybe if they did that, maybe they'd, like, redo all the Ibex, so... Who knows? That would be really cool. Do I like the feeders? I do, for certain things. Like, they're not something I will use all the time. There will mainly be something that I'll use to pull, like, great ones out of a zone into a more open area if it's one that will feed from the feeders. Or, like, to pull animals out of really hard areas to see if I know that they're tucked up in brush and I can get them to come to the feeder. But it's only, like, specific situations I'll be able to use them for, I think. It would be better for me, personally, if they attracted some different species, but the ones that they attract, I kind of already have ways of hunting. So, they're not that useful. I do still have a clip from Early Access of shooting a diamond muley at, one of the feeders, but, yeah, they're just not something I would use unless I'm targeting something specific, I think. They did 3 great ones last year, didn't they? Yeah, Tar, then Red Fox and Pheasant. That's true, that's true. Oh lord, you still got to do a fox grind. Is it terrible as you expect? If you do Sal's Weason and do the island method, which is what I've done, I would say it's not too bad. Like, it's the thing that makes the fox grind the harder, or one of the harder ones, is the setup. Like, the setup can take quite a while if you want to do something like the island method. Or even if you go to Emerald Coast and want to do, like, the couple of lakes and herd manage everything else out, which I've actually done both, believe it or not. When I was trying to get my second Great One Fox, I went over to Emerald Coast and tried setting up that method. Yeah, I couldn't get that shot in. So I actually have done both. They're both okay, but the setup can take a while. And because you got to kill the pairs, it's like, yeah. That's one of the harder ones to grind. If you get my meaning. But yeah, it depends. You might get lucky with them and not have to do too much work and stuff to get them to a more grindable state, but if you do have to do more work, then it can certainly be quite a pain. Wait. Oh, that's that solo 6. The fox grind whooped your ass, Kyla. Yeah, I want to go back to fox. After I do... Or I'm done with wolves. Well, see, this is the thing, is after I was done with mule deer, I was going to go back to, fox and pheasant. And I did, and I got a few diamonds for both. And then they dropped wolves, and it was like, okay, now I need to do wolves. And now I'm stuck on the wolves, so it's like, wow. If you were to do a fox grind, you'd get one stop. Not doing that, yeah, fair enough. I have 3, but 2 are the same fur, which is really unlucky. I've got 2 peppermints, and then the candy cane. The candy cane's my favourite. I really like the candy cane. Out of the ones I've got. I must have hit a female, but I'm not going to pick it up. It didn't look like it hit anything. Which is interesting. Okay then. But yeah. Fox they're one of those ones. I got very lucky with a quick grind for the first one. Long grind for the second. Fairly long grind for the third. And then, yeah, been working on a 4th. And pheasant, I'm on 4. But because what I did is I set up my Sal's Weason to dual grind. So I bounce between fox and pheasant, and it works really well for me. You love the Blood Moon one? I love the Blood Moon, but the favourite one for me is the Mystic Snowdrop. I just think it's so beautiful. So, so beautiful. Are these back to all being small again? Is there any of you that are... Oh, 6, okay. Oh, hey, and a 9. Okay then. That's good. Another 9. For the ever-growing tally of level 9s. 38 to 40's got a decent chance. I did pick up the right gun, yeah. Oh, gonna do the face dragging along the ground thing. Oh my god, and again? Stop! I can't line this up if you're not gonna... Thanks. Right, now let's see if we can see the 6 before they all disappear. I feel like it's gonna be one of these ones. No, couldn't see the 6. We'll have to come back. Yeah, I have had Biltong. Biltong and... I can never say it properly. Droivus? Droivus? I can't say it. I can't say it, but I love them both. Drools? I can never say it right. But they're both delicious. I love them. I will eventually be getting some here. Once I have money again. Because everything costs money, and I'm still trying to furnish this place. And get it all set up, and I've got to have a decorator come in here to actually decorate the place, and it's just like, everything costs money. But, it's expensive over here to either make it yourself or get it, but I will get some more. Once I'm a little bit more sorted, and I'm not paying off the laptop, and trying to juggle everything. You just rolling. I hate it when they do the face rubby thing. I was talking about it earlier, and then like, he just did it perfectly. It's like, I get it, it's kind of a cool animation, but do they have to do it so much? Like, all the time? I hear the howls. The owoos. All the owoos. Right, how big's this guy, do we reckon? I reckon he'll probably make it with that estimate. Oh, look! Another Max! Oh my god! Well, make that 2 max score, max weight diamonds on the day. Already. Wow. Gonna have like a taxidermy manager just full of max score wolves, I swear. Donovan, that is that would be my ex. My partner is Scottish. When I was talking about using a controller, am I playing console or PC with it? PC, just with an Xbox controller plugged into it. Great one coming, I hope so. That's 2 max scores, another diamond, a troll, and an acromella today so far. Hi, Addicted to the West, how are you? How are you? Oh, that's a rare. That's an egg white, I think. What is happening? That 6 is a rare. Yeah, that's an egg white. What's happening? Can we get the great one now, please? Like, gosh. But yeah, like, very clearly an egg white. No snow to confuse you on that one, like, super pale. Glad I'm using a controller so you're not alone, yeah. Yeah, no doubt about that. You're doing good, Addicted to the West? Good, 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 good. That's what I like to hear. On a heater! maybe, like I said, maybe he wanted to wait until a stream to show up. I can't believe that. 2 max score diamonds. And what's this now? 2 rares, and then like a couple of other diamonds. Gold, egg white boy. We won't be taxing this guy because I do already have a 7, an 8, and a diamond. And a super troll from these guys. So, yeah, we won't be taxing him, but they are very pretty, like I was saying earlier, with like all the different tones in the fur. It's almost similar to the Dawnbreak in a way, with some of the coloration. Very pretty, very pretty. RNG is getting hot. Yeah, it seems to be. Have I been out IRL lately? Unfortunately not. Just been sick constantly and just trying to... Oh my god, another 9! What is happening? What the heck? Oh. What the heck is even happening right now? Okay. There's a mythical and a 7 in here as well that need to go. This is the kind of stuff I've been talking about, guys. He is common, right? Yeah, I think he's a brown. So that's him. Was the 7 that guy? Yeah. Might be able to get... Oh no, he's gone up in the trees. See if I can see the 8. It's the 5. 2. Depends if the 8 was at the front or the back. 1. There's the 8. Dead. Cover your ears, drop incoming. Don't count on it. Don't count on it, because this has happened a few times now. And every time I'm like, is it time? Is it time? And then it's not. So, hype, hype, hype. Have you seen a dark grey yet? Yeah, I actually shot 2 yesterday. One was in the shadows and I didn't notice it, but then when I saw the other one, I knew straight away because it was out in the open and it was super obvious. It was wild that I followed you on Instagram and then he learned this is who I am. Yeah. This is me. Little old me. We're all loving the 9s. All the 9s. This is what it's like. Like, this is what it's been like for days. It's like, this has been most runs for me. And it's like, okay, please? Please, can one of you, like, just be a 10 instead of a 9? Just one level higher, please? Now, this must be the 9, because it's, yeah. Another diamond. A diamond brown. 39.37. Nice. And then we got the mythical. Got him right as he was turning. Let's have a look at this codex, what this looks like now. Diamond, gold egg white, diamond, acromella. Crazy. Actually crazy. You've been out elk hunting and haven't had any luck. A lot of private land around us. Oh, I'm jealous though. Elk hunting. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Please, game. I will persist. And I hope you all know that if one does show up, it's not getting shot straight away. That's not how we do it here. We will be, you know, following it, taking pictures and stuff. And, you know, trying to get footage and everything for a video. So that will be fun. If one does show up. Which is a big if. Okay, these guys just aren't here this run. Okay, right. We'll reset. Whew. All this talk about deer and elk is making you hungry. Lol. Thankfully I ate just before I went live. Right. Go back a couple minutes. Go back to the first zone. And we'll see what has respawned from that run. Of 3 dimes and a rare. That was crazy. Actually crazy. Hope my great one is more aggressive than yours. Yours kept running away and then just walked underwater. Yeah, that's always fun when they're like that. That's how my Acromella female was when I found her. She was just so non-aggressive. That's the solo. I wondered what I was spotting. No respawn there, okay. I feel like I can hear growling. Maybe that was that wolf that was stuck. Seven, 8, okay. Okay, your hollow boy was an aggressive boy. You regret not recording it. It was spooky. I'm so jealous of that. I'm so jealous. A hollow would make me so happy. Like, ridiculously happy. It wasn't a good hit, but he'll die. Which is kind of what I wanted. Well, it is what I wanted, but I don't really mind that it was a bad shot. And that one's gonna float, so I guess we wait for that one to float and then we'll go and pick it up. Want the hollow so bad, it's so gothy. Exactly! It's amazing. You run a leather business if you wanted to check it out. You'd love to make Flinter, you and Flinter a rifle sling or something? That would be so cool. That would be so cool. You got jumped by your Great One's pack and he was the only one to flee. Lol. He knew. Took a lot of tries for your Great One to be in his resting zone and to be aggressive. Mine was fairly aggressive, I must say. My Frostbite. Kyla, you three should all stream the Halloween event. It would be fun. It would be. You didn't even know yours is fur, Kyla, until he was right in front of you since he was in the swamp. You only knew it was a Great One wolf. That's insane. Insane. I think I don't know. I don't know which one I want the most. I still can't pick. I think the one I want the most is whatever shows up next. if it shows up. Come on. I wish these things would float faster. Look at them paws. Right, now we'll go get the 7. But yeah, the hollow it's just the eyes are so freaking cool. I know exactly what I would do if I got a hollow. Like, exactly how I would put it in the lodge. But it's if we ever get one. Twin Soul, please. Twin Soul's beautiful. Literally, I won't be sad with any wolf. I would prefer not to get a duplicate. especially seeing as there's no double wolf mounts, like double male wolf mounts. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind too much, but I just really would like another one to spawn. I don't really mind what other of the 8 furrows it has. You have a female wolf grind set up on Medved, should be trying to get the second one for the multi-mount. Well, good luck. Hopefully you get a nice, cool rare. Or 2, or 3, or 4. I would love one to spawn up, like, just spawn in an area like this. Like, one of these zones would be great, or one of the dead, forest ones. So that, it can, be, like, resting in an area like this where it's more open vegetation-wise. That's kind of why I've cut the Crimson Plain out of my rotation. Because trying to film the Frostbite in the Crimson Plain was a nightmare because of all of the brush. It was awful. So, yeah. I hope that we get a nicer spawn spot and like a good resting zone and stuff for whatever happens to maybe come next. Are foxes attracted to the barrels? No. Sadly, only pigs and bears. Isn't Twin Soul one of the many genderverse options? I'm not sure what you mean. The Great One Wolf can only be male. So I'm not sure what you mean. Deliberately set it... hello. Deliberately set it up on a different map so you wouldn't mess up your Yukon grind. Because your HM is good there. Yeah, that's why I was going to go to Medved and blast everything when these guys were frustrating me the other day. But I went to Medved and just couldn't find anything. Like, I could find wolves, but it was just like all so spread out and it just didn't feel worth it at all. But that's what I did basically with my mule deer, with like Rancho and a ski. So, it's not a bad idea for sure. Let's see what's here. Howls. I have seen them howling a few times. It's really cool. Really? Nothing? No respawn? Okay, game. You're being weird, and this always freaks me out. This freaks me out when they start doing this. Because I'm always like, oh, is this like because something's here? Wait, okay. The rest of all the millions of wolves just spawned in. There's 2 6s here. Just shot a Mela coyote in Classic. Donovan, congrats! They're really cool and really rare. In both games. No, I doubt I'll get the other 6, yeah. Don't even know where it went. Oh, there it is. I might be able to... Yep. Got it. So we dropped one and then we'll go and chase the other, which is up in there. Googled it. Oh, okay. I see. Scored your first one. That's awesome. Nice. Congrats. I wish the dog would actually follow you instead of me having to tell it to follow me from the tent. Because I hate tracking through this stuff as well. Oh, we got non-vital, so it'll have died fairly quick as well, which is nice. It'll be up in here somewhere. But the tracks have a habit of disappearing in this game, especially at the moment, I've noticed. So I do like to have the dog, just in case. Like, sometimes you can genuinely watch the tracks pop in front of you where they weren't 2 seconds before. So, especially when you're trying to get through thick brush, it's annoying. Okay, now we'll go to this zone. Oh, I don't like, as soon as the wolf spawns start acting weird, I start getting like, please, am I herd managing? Yeah, I'm really quite herd managed, I would say, quite extreme. The only thing I haven't bothered with is solos, but that's generally what people are doing anyway. Mythical. Just a mythical boy. I think that was a heart shot. Sometimes your dog will just go to idle in the middle of tracking and just refuse to keep tracking. Yeah, for some reason that's a weird bug with blood tracking at the minute. Is they'll sometimes just idle and not follow it, which is really annoying. Because it always happens to me on very low bleed rate tracks when it's like snowing. And I just can't see. And then the dog's just refusing to do what it's supposed to do, and it's like, oh my gosh, please. So I don't know why it does it, but it's definitely some kind of bug. And it's very frustrating. So I hope that gets fixed, like, with the next update. Would be really nice. It's scored 47 for your first. Oh, I see. That message must have scrolled by. Scored 47 for your first Mela, Coyote and Classic. Help if I could do the time right. It's a pretty good score as well. Like, that's pretty decent for a Coyote. Very nice. Yeah, be honest, you left 1 or 2 wolves due to the bug. Yeah, I don't blame you. I know I've ended up accidentally leaving a couple, and that's been because I've shot at them with the 308, thought I've hit them to the point where they won't die, and then I change the time like 5 minutes later and they're dead, and I'm like, great, well now I can't go back and track them. Which is so annoying. Okay, so we just need to get the 6 from here this time, which is that guy out front. Get in the tripod. Listening and driving ATM. Well, be careful, K-Flow. Take care. We are just chilling. It's really windy outside. I hope it doesn't, like, cause the stream to mess up. I don't think it should, but it is windy. Very, very windy. But it's interesting, though, the way the wolves go. Like, we just had all those 9s. And now I feel like... I don't know, I always hope that obviously something will be there the next run, but I feel like we won't see anything again for a while. I don't know, these wolves have got me thinking all over the place. This is what days and days of grinding and nothing else does to you. It's a shame that the 2 rares that we got, considering we got all those 9s, that the 2 rares that spawned weren't one of the 9s. You think Medved is easier? Partial daytime grind and frozen lakes, no floaters? See, the thing is, most of my wolves don't show up till the last 10 minutes-ish of drink time anyway, so the whole partial daylight thing doesn't work. And they're so spread out. Like, they're so spread out on Medved. It's not like they're all... Like, I wouldn't mind doing Medved as much if there was, like... If, you know, them being across the whole map, but there was more of them. But they just feel so spread out. It's crazy. Okay, 7 and a 6 here this time. UK and Ireland has a hurricane inbound for the next couple of days. That might explain the wind. Okay, so we'll try and get both of these, but no guarantees. That was like a leg shot. Because this controller, I can't get it to do the fine movement still. So for something like trying to do a follow-up shot, it's really hard. Yeah. Driving about to get really dangerous here. Got first snow and the roads tend to get slick and doesn't help with the moose crossing. Oh, you live in Alaska. Yeah. That makes sense. Does sound dangerous. That's why you're only using the Medved for female rare grinding for wolves. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... It's not as good as a grinding map, unfortunately, for the wolves. Like I said, if they were everywhere, consistently across the map, then I wouldn't mind. But there's not that many of them, it doesn't feel like. At least on my map. So, that's my issue with it. I don't like having to run around constantly. So... that do be a thing. And honestly, when I've had bad grinds in the past before, like, as long as the respawns are consistent on the one map, moving map has never helped. Like, it helped with the mule deer a little bit for Rancho because of the mule deer respawns seemingly being a bit broken on a ski. But then even Rancho ended up like that in the end. So then I ended up back on a ski to just shoot everything, and that seemed to help. So who knows with that, but I don't feel like moving maps would benefit me at all for the wolf. Which is, you know, otherwise I would do it. But yeah, I think I'm at a point where I'll just have to keep going with this map. These tracks are all over the place. Can you do your job this time? Okay, good. Need to do a female rare grind. Do you think a hollow / gravehide would look cool with a Mela and albino? Yeah, that would look cool. Definitely. Because of the, I think gravehide, especially with a Mela and albino, would look great. Because of the more white in the fur. I still wish that the gravehide had white eyes like it did in the concept art. Its eyes glow white at night, but not in the day, which is unfortunate. Whereas the hollows do, which makes the hollow cooler to me. Bison zone. And there goes the wolf. And there go the bison. You have a Vanguard and feel the same about that. Oh, Vanguard with albino and Mela would look real nice. Very sleek. I would definitely love to see that as a multi-mount. So Moose got an additional pied variation, it would seem. No, they got Mosaic and Acromella. No new pied variation. Unless you're counting Mosaic as a pied variation. Same, guess they made it black so it looked more like a skull, but the white eyes made it pop. Yeah, exactly, they did. Yeah. That's exactly it. It gave it that creepy factor a bit more. I definitely preferred it with the white eyes. Good doggo! We'll go back here to change the time, and then we'll go to the other zone. Because you're looking at a piebald that doesn't look normal. Well, no one's posted one, so unless they've changed or added one and didn't tell us, because they said that that was all they added, was Mosaic and Acro. Take a picture of it and post it. Is it a bull or a cow? Same colours, but the pattern's more broken up. Interesting. It would be great if they added a new piebald, but It's just they didn't say they did and no one's posted one. So, really? Not here? Okay. We'll come back in a minute and try again. Hi Luke, how are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm the same, Taxi. Exactly the same. I'm doing pretty good, Luke, thank you. We've had 2 max score diamonds this stream so far. 2 rares and a couple of other diamonds. So, we've been doing pretty good. The last run we had insanity going on. Man, I don't want neither of these zones to show up. This is annoying. You got your Great One Wolf yesterday? Which one did you get, Luke? Congratulations. Did Moose get reset? I'm not sure if they did. I think so. They didn't reset Wolves, but I think they reset Moose. Hollow was one of your least favourites in the concept art, but it's so good in game. It really does look good. It's those glowing eyes. Where are these wolves? Really? Am I just going to have 2 zones just to not show up this run? This run's been weird. Not a lot of respawns and just general weirdness. What is going on? I don't like it. See, we get a string of 9s. This is why I'm like... This is why I was like, don't count on it, because this is what seems to happen. Yeah, okay. We'll wait, why is it 356? Has it been 350? Did I put it to 356, not 2? Because that would be a problem. Razorwind in game surprised me. Didn't like the concept art, but in game it's gorgeous. 100% agree. That's why it's one of my top 3 now. I can't pick a favourite Thrill of the Hunt, but my top 3 are Razorwind, Hollow, and both Scarborn and Battlethorn as like the same place. Because I love both. And I feel like those ones are almost like brothers. Okay, maybe I had the time wrong. See, like, this is what gets me, right? You see that wolf there, and it's got, like, the little tree branch in front of it? Makes me think that it's something special, and it's not. And then I get sad. Jeez, okay, a 7 and a 6 this time. Much less exciting than the last run. Oh, Tar! Sorry, I couldn't see that. For Tar? Tar for me is the skull. I like the skull. I do like the skull a lot. But then Snow is up there as well. And Gold, because it was my first one, and it's so unique, and it was kind of like I predicted that one. I suck at choosing favourites for some of them. But Skull was the one for Tar that I was like, not stopping grinding till I get the Fabled Skull. Hey Biblical, how are you doing? It's going pretty good so far, thank you. We've had a few max score diamonds, a few other diamonds, we've had an Acromella, we've had a Egg White. Yeah, so the stream has been interesting so far, but no great one so far. No great one. Still. But we just had 3 9s in one run, which was crazy. One of which was another max score. So, I keep hoping that eventually we'll see it happen. It's just taking its time. For me, it's Hollow, Gravehide, and Twin Soul. Twin Soul is so beautiful. I love the one red eye and the one blue eye. See, that's the thing. I sit and I go through them all again, and then I'm just like, I can't choose. I can't choose. It's craziness. The wolves are so good. Fatar, you like the skull on the snow the most. You just dread setting up for it. Yes, so you're in the same boat as me for the favourite ones then. But yeah, Tar, I think now Tar on Tay would probably be the option. Sounds like it's been pretty exciting. You're still waiting for your first Great One Wolf. Unfortunately not having the luck of a lot that a lot of others have had. Yeah, there's been a few really lucky grinds, that's for sure. My first one was definitely a lucky, I don't even know what you'd call it because it wasn't a grind, just a lucky spawn. But now I'm certainly paying for it with this one, it seems. Can't choose a favourite from them either. All the wolves are so well done. Yeah, they really are. They did a fantastic job with them, that's for sure. So, like I said, I'll be super happy if I can get basically as many as possible is what I'm trying to do. But number 2 doesn't want to show up. So we'll have to see how many we end up getting. Because if this one doesn't want to show up, then I don't know about other ones. We can only cross our fingers and hope. And choose. And cross our fingers and hope. So now we'll go back to this little lake again, and if there's nothing there again, then we'll restart the run. Please select, thank you. But I do think that releasing the wolves just before Halloween was a good thing as well. Whether they had that like in mind for a while or whatever, you know, I wonder, because the Hollow and the Gravehide furs are just so Halloweeny that, yeah, it does make me wonder. I could have sworn I got a spotting icon to pop up, but I don't see anything. Biblical, thank you so much. You hope Great One number 2 shows up soon for me. Thank you so much for the $20 dono. That's so kind of you. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate that. That's amazing. You're going to have to take your fallow setup down for the time being and set up for Tar. Should I use the waterfowl blinds or tripods? I would try and use tripods, but yeah, I'm not sure how bad it is either. Can I do this? I can do this. Look at that! I can like it. I can like the donation thing. Thank you so much. Right, let's go back to the start again. We'll see if this zone has some respawns this time. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We've already been going like nearly 3 hours, I think. Which isn't too bad. Oh, here we go. Just put a big old level 10 in there. Just the 4 5s again? The 4 level 5 boys? Yeah, I know the solo wants to eat me. Yes. Stop. Stop. Ah, there's a mythical. Go away. Go away. No. Cease. Just survived. I couldn't tell if it was just the 5s in there. But just saw the mythical before he got away, which is nice. If I could actually select the health kit, please. Thank you. Feisty boy. Yeah, that solo likes to try and eat me sometimes. You have some good news. Your daughter's first hunt was a smashing success. Got a big doe her first day hunting. 200-yard shot through the heart and lungs. So impressed with her. That's amazing, Biblical. That is amazing. Wow. Congrats to both you and your daughter. That's amazing. All the bison. Nasty little Solo. Yeah. He's mean. He is mean. Half the time he just gets stuck right out here, but this time he wanted to try and eat me. Oh, it was just a regular piebald graves, yeah. Sometimes the lighting can make things look weird, that's for sure. But yeah, what a shot, Biblical, for her. That's amazing. Looks like we got decent blood on the mythical, so he wouldn't have gone too far. Oh, she's only 10? Bless. Yeah, you must be so proud. That's so awesome. What a great job. There we go. Just up in here. It's definitely a good start for her hunting adventures as well. A good first memory. No, I don't want to change reserve, thanks. It's such a wholesome memory, yeah. Oh, bless. Biblical. Bless. Did I get all the rares for the wolves on your grind? The only ones I haven't had so far are albino and melanistic charcoal. We got the acro earlier, so we're down to just 2 that haven't been on the grind so far. Lighting just perfectly broke up the dark patches, making it look more similar to Piedrusa. Ah. That makes sense. Hopefully there's some things here to juiced. Ideally, like a big fluffy boy would be really nice, but apparently not. Nate. Is that one level 8 in there? Looks fluffy. Oh, I'm already past the tripod, never mind. Because that's at a pretty poor angle in there anyway. We got him. Because I couldn't see if it was anything special, so I wanted to use the 308 and try and get a good shot just in case. Just in case. And then we might go back to the spot that didn't have anything before. Depending on when we claim this guy. Yeah, we should have then time to then pop back over to here and see if anything spawned. Is my Yukon map mostly shot down except your mains? Yeah, like, a lot. It's pretty extreme herb management. The only thing I haven't bothered with is solos because you just don't need to. So, that's the only thing I haven't worried about. Hi, Lord Godzilla. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. We've had a pretty good stream so far. We've had a couple of max scores, a couple rares, including an Acromella. And we've had, like, some other diamonds and stuff as well. No level 10, but, you know, lots of other big spawns, so crossing my fingers. Just replying to a message really quick. But just have a... Ooh, there's definitely wolves here now. Just want to see a big floofy 10, please. Just a big fluffy 10 would be really nice. Oh, so there was 2 7s. I kind of thought there was. Sweet, we actually hit that. Nice. Nice, nice. Hi Matt, you're getting ready to work. Ready to leave for work this morning, but you'll hunt wolves later? Nice, good luck for that. You just woke up earlier and just beat the campaign for Jurassic World Evolution 3 a couple days ago? That's awesome, well done. Oh, they've just dropped a Halloween teaser for Classic. Oh my gosh, Luke, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so, so much. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I never know what to say. You're so generous and so very kind. Thank you. This really means a lot. It really, really helps, so thank you. You're amazing, Luke. You really are. It's really, really appreciated. And yes, Kyla, a Halloween teaser has just been dropped in the Classic Discord. I'm going to set the dog to track and I'm going to have a quick look. Just to see if it, okay, well the dog's not going to track, but let me just look on my phone. Just see, just to see at least the thumbnail of it. Let's see. I'm not sure. No species. Is that loggers? What map is that? That doesn't look like, whatchamacallit? White Heart. Unless it's just not me being able to see it properly on my phone. It looked loggery to me. Loggers-y. Can't really say that. It looked like loggers. A party. All of the memberships. Did you see Raf posted Devlog 5 for the Ultimate Hunting in the Discord? I did, but it was just about sound stuff from the title, so I haven't really looked at it too much, if I'm honest. It looks like loggers. It does look like loggers. And I'm pretty sure they said Whitetail were going to be on the map. Loggers would be better than Whiteheart, I think. But then what all species would there be? Loggers-esque. Yes, that's a better way of putting it. I don't have the big brains. I only have the small brains, especially today. Especially basically since I've been grinding. But most of my memory is just wolves. So they'll probably reuse the mummy whitetail, I would imagine. They'll probably reuse the Wero pigs. So mule deer could get a skin. Coyotes could get a skin. Bobcat, probably they'd use the Terminator looking one again. Like the robotic one, and the murder bunnies would be some variation of the murder bunnies, so... I don't know. That would be an interesting one, I think, loggers. And then the werewolves, obviously. Really open would be good for the werewolves, so... Hi, Kodiak Katie! Hi! Welcome in. You finally get to catch a Mel stream. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining. I hope you're having a good day. Oh yeah, pheasants as well, Kyla, that's true. Angry pheasants, maybe? Probably howling in your sleep after this grinding. I mean, to be fair, half of my, well, more than half of my sleep in recent days has been, with my controller in hand, trying to grind this out. Like, I have been working really, really hard behind the scenes. And, you know, like I said, trying to get well as well, but I've been really focused on trying to get this wolf, and it's been driving me crazy. Just shot a non-tip, newly scored 208, and you're on, loggers? Nice! The dogs do track sometimes, Matt. It's sometimes that they don't. So, I was hoping that it would work while I was trying to check that out, but unfortunately not. Okay, we've got a 6 and a 7 in here that need to die. Prioritise the 7. Ew, and those bunnies, yeah, the bunnies will be hell. They will be hell. Especially with there not really being many roads on loggers to get on to be able to see well. Dang, he just dodged that. Stop twisting and turning, sir. Thank you. Hi, Burb King, how you doing? You listening in the background while you work, Katie? Well, I very much appreciate it. As November nears, what map do you think we're going to see in December? Well, providing it's December, obviously I would assume it will probably be December, but who knows. I think it's going to be somewhere in Europe. And honestly, the guesses of like an Alpine map or something like that, I wouldn't be surprised. Something in Europe, it has to be, because Red Deer, Wild Boar, and Roe Deer have been shown to be getting remodels. So, I really do think it's got to be somewhere in Europe. Just for those remodels. Like, otherwise, I would think that they would focus on remodeling other stuff if they, you know, that would be potentially on the new map instead. So, you're probably a few hundred kills into your wolf grind. No great ones or rares yet, but you've got a max score diamond. Nice! Thank you, dog. Halloween is confirmed White Hart Island. So that is White Hart. It doesn't look like White Hart in that clip, but I guess I'll have to look at it like on a bigger screen. Hi, Ben. You just got your wisdom teeth out? And the stream helped so much. Oh, I'm so glad. Take care. That's nasty. Wisdom teeth having, you know, being taken out is nasty. I hope you're okay. You didn't see the Roe Deer remodel, just the Boar and Red Deer? Yeah, there was, like a feeder pack DLC, like, icon for the store that had, a reworked Roe Deer in it, and it looked really nice. Oh, it's rocks from one mission. Oh, okay. I haven't done the missions, so you would know that I trust you fully. So, yeah. Interesting. So it will be on White Hart. So White Hart, we've got the elk, so that's cool. Blacktail, obviously. And if that skin isn't a Christmas skin, and is a Halloween skin, I'll be very sad. Turkeys will be interesting. Turkeys will be really interesting. What is... Okay. What's my favourite Great One Wolfer? I can't pick, but my top 3, I think at the minute, are the Hollow, Razorwind, and either Battlethorn or Scarborn, sort of kind of like in the same place. Only new animals are Blacktail and Yoke. That's kind of sad. Wait, so they're not going to include the elk? Or the elk going to be using the... like, a previous event skin? Huh. I'm not very excited. Not gonna lie. Especially if that Blacktail is a Halloween skin. That does not excite me. So if the map is White Hart, does that mean 2 Blacktail maps? I don't know. Imagine Great One Roe Deer. Haters would hate it so much. Yeah. I would love it though. I love the roe deer. That would be cool. Pretty disappointed defeaters don't work on tar. They just want the tar to be impossible to grind. Maybe in future. Maybe they'll add more. Who knows? Because there's like different feeders still that are in Classic that aren't in Call of the Wild, like the salt licks and stuff for the goats. So maybe that would be something that the tar might use, like a goat feeder salt lick thing. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so we've got an 8 and a 7 in here. So it sounds like the event's going to be on Whiteheart, Katie. Or Kodiak, Katie. I don't know what you'd prefer me to call you by. But yeah, it sounds like the event's going to be on Whiteheart. I don't know. It sounds kind of not as exciting as I was hoping for, to be honest. Bushrangers one was still the best that they've done, I think. I'll be kind of disappointed if this Halloween's a flunk. But if they use that skin for the Blacktail, they're looking at Christmas, not Halloween. I can't see where the 7 went. You're heading off, Donovan. Well, have a good one. And thank you for being in the stream. And thank you so much. And, yeah, hopefully we'll try and get the great one. We'll see. Katie's. Okay, cool. I was going with it. I was going with the right one. Hi, Spruce Lodge. How are you doing? Hi. Welcome in. Very curious how they do a great one, roe deer. EW proved they can do amazing things with non-antlered species. So you believe they can make something with small antlers that good? I mean, roe deer can get massive. Like, they can get huge. You should look up some of the world record non-typical roe deer. They're freaking insane. Like, I've got a gold medal buck here, and it's actually a non-typical, and it's pretty cool. But, like, this is a small gold, and they can get massive even as, like, not, like, normally. And then you put into that factor, like, some of the non-typical ones that happen, and that they can be amazingly insane, so I would really hope they could do a really cool job. Bye, Matt. Take care. Have a good one. I should have enough time, actually, to check this zone. We normally don't go until a couple of minutes after. If I could select the tent to go to. Headed back to work as well. Take care, Biblical. Thank you so much. Again, thank you. It's really appreciated. I hope you have a good one. Oh, you have a great one, Moose, now, and he's just chilling on the map. Up to 14 great ones in total. Nice, Burb King. That's awesome. What moose did you get? Mythical. And a 6. See, like, now we're going back to, like, just, like, nothing. That's what I was speculating, Dip. So I'm really not excited for it then. That sucks. Honestly, that kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. That is not what I was hoping for the Halloween thing. Because the whitetail aren't aggressive, the elk aren't aggressive, bobcats aren't aggressive. Turkeys, if they do the pumpkin ones, they won't be aggressive. Yeah, just, like, lame. That'll be lame, to be fair, in my opinion. And I doubt blacktail or coyotes will be aggressive either, so that's, yeah, not really that interested. Just looked it up, had no idea that roe deer could get crazy antlers like that. Yeah, they're really amazing. That's why roe deer are one of my favourite species. They can be really crazy. It was an Ashton typical rack and he took like 400 kills. Didn't even get any diamonds. That's crazy. Oh, you got your first great one wolf yesterday? It was a frostbite? Oh, I hope I'm going to say this right, but I'm probably going to get it wrong. Bragelman? If that's completely wrong, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't just butcher your name completely, but we are having the strugs with saying people's names today, because YouTube has made it all, like, like tags, like people's name tags instead of what people normally display as, so it's a shrug. But yeah, that's awesome. Maybe they make Yotes aggressive? Like, they could, but I don't see it. I very much doubt they will. And just, like, yeah, I'm not excited for that at all, if they're just gonna reuse the same skins. Yeah, that's kinda sadness. That was the closest you've ever heard anyone say it. Well, that's an achievement, especially today, for me, so... Thank you, Burb King. Take care. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for popping in. Have a good day. Great One Roe Deer could really be awesome, and you think many would be pleasantly surprised by them. I agree. Roe Deer are awesome. People just really undervalue them. But those new models, like, even though it was just the one picture that we saw, they look really nice. I think. The faces look a lot better. So... that would be my hope, is that, you know, they would come with, like, a remodel, and so that not just, like, the great ones, but just overall they'd look better, so kind of like the wolf situation, that they'd just be better all round, would be my hope. So, could be really, really cool. Okay, a 6, a mythical, another mythical, so 2 mythicals. Like, this is what happens, like... Get 3 diamonds in one run and then nothing. What is this life? Dang. Couldn't quite get there in time. Oh, that went straight over the... oh, that went straight over the top of his head. I couldn't get it low enough in time. Ugh. Grizzly bears need a remodel? They do. Very much so. Personally love that EW keeps showing this game love. Great ones added. Let me scroll that. Or not. Even the new maps and species keep it fresh. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't have to be great ones. Just remodels, reworks... new furs and, you know, different things that they've been adding now as well. Like, it all adds to keeping the game fresh and giving people stuff to go after. So, I think they do a really, really good job. Genuinely. So, hopefully, it continues for a very long time. But man, I wish this wolf would spawn. Lions also need a remodel? Yes, they do. Basically, most of Rahonga needs a remodel, I'll be honest. Cape Buffalo, Jackal. Gemsbot could do with it. I'd say they're one of the better ones, but they could still do with it. Just so much on Rahonga that needs redoing. Like, I like Cape Buffalo. Cape Buffalo are cool, but their faces look dumb. Like, you compare them to the Water Buffalo since they got their rework, and it's like, why do they look like this? Please, can we get them to have, like, that level of quality that the Water Buffalo have? Next map's going to be Turkey. Got Rowan Reds. Turkey would be interesting. And yeah, Wild Boar too. So, Turkey could be really interesting. I would just hope it's somewhere that's got Ibex, so that we can have Alpine Ibex. Because, oh, level 9. Oh, guaranteed level 9, hello. Because, yeah, I've wanted them in the game for a while. We're gonna sneak on down there a little bit. But thankfully, another level 9. It's, at least something. In all this craziness. I don't like that angle that much, I'll be honest. It's okay if he turns his head, but I'll have to wait. Look the other way. Quite literally. Look away. No, stop looking this way. Oh my god. Bro, this is annoying as hell with this controller. And then he keeps shaking. Oh my god. Okay, just move into a different position, I guess. That's fine. There we go. Oi, oi, oi. Turkey have ibex? That would be nice, then. Would love it if they redid the Savannah completely and added a great one for there. Yeah, add Lion, great one. Or Cape Buffalo. Springbok need complete redoing. Like, give them back their legacy horns, honestly. Because I do not like the tree racks. They're okay, they're just too small. Like, way too small. For, like, big trophy Springbok. Hi, Gunhub, how are you doing? How are you? We literally just shot a diamond Gunhub, we're just going to pick it up now. We've had a few max scores this stream, a couple rares, including an Acromella. Yeah, just lots of 9s. Lots of 9s, not much, well, 9s and rares, and unfortunately no great one. Which is sad. Oh look, max weight and another nearly max score. Look at that. This is crazy. What is happening? Like, we have had, today alone, like, more maxes than I've had in days at a time. So, is it today that this is going to happen? Because we're getting a lot of these big ones today. So, please, game. It only needs to be a fraction bigger. Really wish Sable were on the Africa map. Me too. Sable are my favourite. They are so gorgeous. Just a big old sable bull is so majestic. You good? Just got up a little bit ago. Nice, Gunhub. Nice. Having the rest. The Iberian wolves look not good. Yeah. They are, not great. Like, you compare an Iberian wolf now to a grey wolf in this game, and the difference is night and day. Like, it's crazy. Actually crazy. Oh, there's another mythical in here. Might just take him from here, because that's a nice angle. Why did it go, like, what happened? What happened? It didn't get him, and it just made him go alert. Okay. Okay. I really don't know what happened there. Like, I would have thought he would have spooked. I don't know. That was really weird. Yeah, there's definitely something with shots this update. I've had a number of ghost shots. Yeah, they definitely, like, the Great One Wolves definitely remind me of dire wolves. I've said it multiple times, like, the big fluffy necks definitely remind me of dire wolves. Every time I see that outline of a Great One Wolf in this game, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Would have been quite cool to have, like, an almost fully white wolf, but with, like, white eyes and everything, like, almost completely like a ghost. That could have been cool. Almost, like, silvery fur. That could have been cool. You know, talking of ghosts. direwolf should have been an, like a fabled name. Fun fact, your baby's the size of a spaghetti squash, lol. I love, like, the different comparisons that they make. It's quite funny. It feels like sometimes they choose the most random things. Oh. You honestly thought wolves were going to be the great one we asked for but never got? Honestly, we did ask as a community, I think, for great wolves for quite a while. But I feel like elk are in the same boat too. And I think we will get all of these things one day. It's just a case of, like, when they fit in. And that's why I was saying, like, I wonder if wolves were kind of planned for being around Halloween. Because werewolves, you know? Especially with some of the designs, like Gravehide and Hollow. Maybe they thought, oh, we could drop these at Halloween, and it could be, like, just, like, the perfect time for a Great One Wolf. Just one male respawn here this time, which is him. Butternut squash or smoothie, lol. Oh, Kyla. That's not good. So I wonder how this is, like, this is the craziest in terms of big diamond wolves. This is the craziest streak I've had. Because, like I said, I've had a number of max scores and stuff. But, like, having this many max or close to max scores and weights this close together, I haven't had before. Could this be a sign? Yeah, apparently there's a new devlog, GunHub, yeah, with the sounds thing, but I haven't really looked at it yet, if I'm honest. I've seen that it's been put out, but I've just been so busy with this that I haven't actually looked at it. The Great One's coming today, you can feel it. Man, I hope, like, the squeal, I would squeal. I'd be so dang happy. There's a 7 and a 7. 2 7s. Bet, was that him? Yeah, okay. Geese noises. There we go. So we managed to hit both the 7s, so that's good. Just got your first diamond spawn on your map. Should you stack it or shoot it? Only stack it if you're intending to use herd management and, like, then go to your exterior zones and shoot them down to being small males. If you're not doing that, then just kill it. Because that's all that stacking does, is helps you to spawn more small males in, like, places where you don't want to hunt. That's the idea. Oh, Kyla, 4 times in one night, yikes. Yikes. No sleeps for you. But yeah, I don't know. These wolves have been interesting because, like, when I had that 3rd level 3 spawn and a level 4 spawn, I was like, is this the lead up that I've been looking for? and then nothing happened, and then I had like 4 diamonds in one run, and I was like, is this it? And then nothing happened, and then we've had all these max weight, max score, or close to max weight, max score dimes today, and it's like, is this gonna be it? Please? I should, right, I bet as soon as I finish stream, that's when it will show up. Just like the frickin' mule deer on Rancho. As soon as I finished that stream, it showed up. 2 runs after. Because obviously I can't stream the whole time, otherwise I would, but my voice is struggling. I'll be honest with you, it's struggling now. And we're like 3 hours and, I don't know, about 3 hours-ish in. And my voice is killing me, my throat hurts. And it's like, if I finish stream, that would be when it would spawn. So that I don't get the initial reaction recorded. But I don't think I'm going to be able to go as long as I hoped, because my throat is killing. You looked at the new Ultimate Hunting devlog when it came out, it seems pretty good, maybe other than the sound of the vehicle, which you didn't really like that much. Yeah, I wasn't really interested because it was just kind of audio stuff. Like, I'm obviously more interested in the animals and the animal models and stuff, but I will have a look at it later when I've got some time. Drink water? I am, I promise. But it doesn't seem to help, it's just like scratchy. It's not fun. I didn't see where the 6 went. Yeah. At that point, it's not worth it. Get some tea? I don't drink tea. I'm not a tea person, or coffee. But the only hot drink I drink is hot chocolate. I haven't even got any of that in at the minute. Bare minimum of everything at the minute, just trying to get everything sorted. I did cave and get myself, oh, my voice is actually cracking. Got myself a hot water bottle though, because I've been suffering with pain and stuff, so I was like, I'll get myself a hot water bottle. If you get bored, we should run your map. We can, like I was saying yesterday, we should just go and beat up my Medved map. British and you hate tea? Yeah, I'm the same. I'm also British and I don't like tea. You gotta refill your water now soon. So hard getting up and down. But hot chocolate sounds good though. Yeah, we like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate is great. Fives. So it looks like Mr. 7 is the one that needs to go. I swear I'm never getting another wolf. It's never happening. They showed a blue wildebeest doing some calls, so I'll have to have a look. That would be interesting to see. I still don't know how I felt about the elephants from that thing they showed us. It just, I don't know, there was something about the actual models that didn't look quite right to me. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's because they bought the models and they're not like their own. I don't know. I'm worried because they said the demo was going to be out in the summer and now we're into winter and there's still not been a demo. And I'm just like, is it actually going to happen? Like, there's other games that I'm watching right now and they've had their demo come out and I'm just like, when's Ultimate Hunting's one? Because it's like, even the description of the demo sounds interesting. I just don't know, like, it worries me. I really had a lot of faith, like, with the whole demo thing, and then they said it was just going to be a little bit delayed, but it seems to have gotten a lot of it delayed. So one of those packs is already leaving. That's fine. We'll just take the 7. You want hyenas on Call of the Wild? Make them attack similar to wolves? Yes, definitely. Hyenas would be awesome. That'd be so good. I have a feeling it's not going to happen anytime soon. It's been such a slow process. Yeah, for real though. For real. It just, yeah. It's a shame because a lot of the things that they said they, you know, were going to add or were going to have or whatever were stuff I was really interested in and really hoping for a hunting game to add, and so I was really excited about it. But now it just seems like it's not happening. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Ultimate Hunting is like... It's 5 years? 6 years? Since they announced it? It's like, it's the stuff that gets to me. It's like having all the animal behaviours and stuff. And having all the, like, the complex systems they were going to have. Like, it sounds really cool. And if they can pull it off, it'll be amazing. But it's just like, they keep delaying. And that's worrying. I did hear that there's something happened with, like, a company that they were working with or something, right? So, let's hope they don't pull a Deathground, for real. Honestly, Kyla, or, what was the one I showed? Was that Deathground? The one that just came out? It's not Deathground, is it? What was the one that just came out that I sent you the video of? With the raptors? I can't remember what it's called now. Okay, just the 6. Okay. Yeah, I did a video when it got first announced, and yeah. I was super hyped for it because of everything that was gonna come with it. And yeah. They need to do, EW needs to do something with the lodges. Can't take it anymore. I really do hope that we get a lodge update soon. Like, we need filtering options and stuff. It would be great. Like, filtering options, more options for multi-mounts, and even just, like... my voice is trying to die. Even just like more options for like normal taxidermy placement, like just single animals, not even multi-mounts. Like, because some animals don't have many poses, it feels like, and also terrain options for the platforms and stuff. And I would think that they could use the cosmetics like that we use for guns for like plaques and stuff. I've said that the whole time. Like, why can't we use the wood cosmetics and stuff and, like, have a menu where you can change the wood colour and the terrain, right? That's what I've always said. I think it would be really, really cool if they could pull that off. And I know they probably can, but it's obviously it will take a lot of time and stuff to get it right. I hate it when the wolves do that. They stand, like, 2 of them right next to each other. Bad. Mean. Makes me think that it's a great one, and it's not. Really. My heart. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you could stop sprinting, my dude, that'd be great. There we go. Really need filters for lodgers, and just say amount for a pair of male and female for any Great One species, yeah. Need a massive lodge, 100%. Filter options and a big customizable trophy lodge would be so nice. Yeah, all of the things. Like, and can we have a lodge that isn't, like, themed around a certain location. Like, just give me a standard wood cabin, or even just like a museum, white walls, wooden floor building. I don't need there to be furniture everywhere. I don't need it to be themed to like look like an African lodge or a Alaska lodge or anything like that. I just want a lodge where I can put any trophy from any map and it doesn't look out of place. At the minute, you put a Lynx in the Saseka lodge, and it looks weird because it's, you know, it doesn't look like it fits in there with all the decor and stuff. It looks like only African species should go in there. And of course, that looks great for the African species, but for everything else, it doesn't work, really. Like, we need to have those kind of options just to make our lodges our own a little bit more, I think. I would 100% skip a map DLC for them to make, like, a full-on Trophy Lodge update, customizable DLC big Trophy Lodge. Like, 100%. Take my money. I would be so happy to wait for that instead of a map. Because at the end of the day, the Trophy Lodge fuels me to want to go and get different things put in the lodge to fill it. So, if the lodge isn't great, then I can't do that. It's a problem. I think we're going to call this run the last run, honestly, because I am starting to feel a little bit ill, and I think I need to go and take some medication, because, you know, I'm just always dying. But at least we have had some good trophies on the stream today. And maybe something might happen at some point. I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow, because I know we've got workmen here again at the house. And then Wednesday, Wednesday, so it'll be tomorrow. We've got power going out and stuff for a bit. There's all kinds of things happening, and maintenance, and you know, the kind of things that need to be done. So, well, that looks like it's it then, because there's no respawn at this zone. Rightio then. I'm going to call it here, because my voice is absolutely just dying, and I'm dying. But at least we managed to do a fairly long stream today. Like, yeah, over 3 hours, according to what I just looked at, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. I was hoping for a bit of a longer stream, but I just can't with my voice, because I can feel it dying, and I'm going to go and eat some ice cream. And hopefully it'll soothe it a bit. But end stream, and it appears the run after, probably you'll get a post on the community tab just like, so it showed up. But I'm just happy we managed to get like some actual cool things on the stream today, so that you guys could actually see some trophies and stuff. Still hope he shows up today. Thank you, Kyla. Well, you'll know if it does straight away. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for all your amazing support. As always, whether you've been, you know, talking in chat, lurking, whatever you've been doing, I really, really appreciate it. So a huge thank you. And I will now see you in either the next video or stream, depending on when that is, and, you know, what you next watch. But I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, just an amazing time. And I will see you in whatever you next catch me in. Bye-bye!